Okay, there we go. There we go. Hey, Deke. Hey, Elucidator. Happy Friday night. It's been a long week. Welcome. Let me turn down the music, probably. That's probably a good idea. You guys like it? I want to promote it here. It's Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. It's in the bar area, safe area. Crazy game. I was watching Wilburger play it this week. And this song by Chili Makes Music. Good song. Just be warned, there are peepees in it, and a couple other things, unless you get the censorship mod, but still, very cool game if you like horror, if you like eldritch horror type stuff. Pretty cool. Wilburger playing it was very entertaining. Anyways, how's it going, guys? Good to see you, Deke. Good to see you, Elucidator. DJ, welcome, DJ. If you guys didn't know, DJ is going to be helping stream manage. I appreciate him. DJ, if you're used to getting hated on, by the way, I don't do that much here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll make jokes. I'll crack jokes at your expense, but it's definitely not like some of the hazing you get you've gotten elsewhere. Just not my type of management. So as you guys can see today, we will be delving into the adult daycare of big tech. Although I will say it seems like it's gone down a little bit, but I can speak to this directly because I was a tech worker once. Obviously I'm not going to get specific, but I can tell you that it is true that I would say like good, we'll get into it more later, but a good like 60 to 70% of the people there are not doing shit. So anyways, let's start it out with our main thing, which is going to be AI prompts, as we always do. We want to start out good. How was your weekend? How was your week, by the way, guys? This might be a short one, maybe, if only because if I will say this, I'm not, again, I won't get specific, but please pray for Kai. If he is still up later, I will be speaking to him, and that's why I might cut it off short tonight. We still will hopefully get Spider in here in a little bit. How's it going, Mr. J? Good to see you. Up late tonight. I see, Mr. J. I know you usually go to bed a little early, but let's go ahead and take a look at some AI stuff. That's for later. This is from Mythic Tone, and he's been doing this cool like storyboard, story, like storybook kind of looking stuff. It's kind of, it's also reminiscent to me of like 20s art, kind of. He used it for a BioShock piece that I thought it really worked well in. I think he has some more down here. I know he did one of me, but the big one was Keen. This one looks like literally like I would read my kids a pirate storybook with this. Ignore the lewd Morgan from Skybros. Also from Notch Nova, he's been doing some cool stuff on his own computer, like local AI image generation, and he did one of me, of my alter ego, my ooh boy, this is a professional stream, isn't it? Hey Billy Donuts, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Good having you here, guys. Old fashioned with cinnamon sugar, please, Billy. Appreciate it. I can't actually, I'm on a diet. But he made me this cool like GTA styled picture of my guy from my White Boy Summer version, and he's gotten the lore of from Crimson's prompt of Cars, which maybe I'll show in a minute, but that he, for some reason, the AI called me Cayo Reef, which I've just taken up as this is like my Miami Vice like secret agent, or like 21 Jump Street secret undercover guy type thing. So he's undercover for White Boy Summer. I don't know. I don't know the whole thing, but that's what I was. Anyways, he did this on his local AI. Very cool. Very good. I love the style. Honestly, if I could get my hair to look like that, I would love it. My actual hair, real life. Let's see here. What else did I have? That's for later. That's maybe for later. Oh, we got Leaflet here. Let me turn off the music for just a second. We can hear her talk. I'm not, as you guys know, I don't really listen to women. I don't watch women. Even Nyanus is, you know, there's no women on the internet, as we say. Shit. There we go. I should lock that, shouldn't I? That would probably be helpful. There we go. I didn't even think about that. You guys are just gonna sit here watching me lock my layers so that I only move the one that I want to move. Anyways, let's listen to Leaflet. She's been working with some, I think this is AI also, on how to make VTuber stuff. So like for when you're, oof, man. Okay. I'm having a soda. Anyways.
The things I did was a little bit of smoothing for the,
just really quick. We won't watch the whole thing, I don't think, but.
Hey guys, Leaf here. I have an update. I was working on the project for a little bit today. Anyway.
As I said, I don't really watch a lot of women. I think Celeste is pretty cool. She seems pretty consistent in Christianity and all that kind of stuff. I know a lot of you guys here are Kirsch fans. I think the Korshes are funny, but yeah, it's not my thing. I try and stay away from it. I think most women on the internet are just taking advantage of lonely men. Leaf is somewhat of an exception, I think. I think I could critique and also praise stuff she's done, but this is one of the things that I think is cool. So I don't watch her normally. I don't watch her streams or anything like that. I mean, no disrespect. Chill. I'm chill. But this was a cool, interesting thing she's been working with.
There are a couple of new features I added. One of them was a little bit of smoothing, animation smoothing, so it pops a little bit now. It has a little intentional like jump that makes the animation. So,
as you guys can see here, hold on. Let me read you. I haven't been reading you guys. I need to be reading you guys. Let's see here. Billy. Let's see here. Deke, I know, is the one that's mostly going to be talking here. Don't get this kind of content on the cats. What kind of content? I feel like I do similar stuff, kind of, except when I get into the meat of it and I'm actually talking about men's stuff. You do get just flipping through Twitter. I don't know what you're talking about, Deke. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Mr. J. I don't listen to any woman that isn't my mom or my wife. So that's true, Deke. Very true. Adam did listen to a woman once. Well, Deke, I did see, I will again say one positive thing. I don't watch a lot of these people, but the one positive thing I saw was she got a P90. So that's pretty cool. Kirsch did. Alex, yes. Well, it's not her new rig necessarily. This is like for when she's, I guess, on vacation or something like that. It's because it's not live 2D. It's like a it's basically a PNG tuber or like a GIF tuber, but it's got extra stuff. So I'm interested in looking into this. I think Keen has done some videos on it. I might be looking into changing up my guy over here and doing this kind of thing with my guy over here as he on the right side of the stream. So, but yeah, it's more so when she's out of town, I guess, because you can do that. It's less intensive, so you can run it on a laptop, right? If you're not gaming, streaming games on your laptop and you're just talking, it's a good thing to have for if you're on vacation or out of town or something like that. You can still just bring your laptop and still be able to stream as long as you, because I have that kind of, I got my laptop specifically for that reason too, so that I could stream on the go if I wanted to. I have a mobile mic. It's not as good as my home mic, obviously, but I have a mobile mic and some other stuff for if that ever needs to happen. But usually it's good if you're traveling, I guess. But also for me right now, I'm using it because, or I'm using something similar because my computers still aren't set up, working on it, but computers still aren't set up. Once those are set up, we'll get that all figured out. And I'll be back to my rig or maybe something new, foreshadowing. But but yeah, no, it's good for if you're traveling. Me, when I go on vacation, I just want to be on vacation. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So unless I was on an extended, unless I was making enough money to be a VTuber or whatever, be a streamer full time, I don't know how much I'd use this other than when my computer's down and all I have is my laptop. But the functionality is there and it's good for if you're going to be traveling and doing this kind of stuff. Maybe one day, we'll see, but it's still cool.
Switches feel a little bit more intentional, and I think it helps a little bit. And it also added a little bit of voice detection. I changed like how it detects so that it doesn't just cut out right away, like when you're speaking, because when people speak, they usually talk in bursts, at least I do. Some people also do that. So it doesn't just automatically cut off if you wait like a couple like milliseconds between your next word. Anyway, so I did that, and then some other things I did was a little bit of smoothing for the
yeah, as we can see, it's not quite obviously it's better than my thing right now. Mine is just a jump. I don't even have the, usually there's a 2 more frames that you need for a PNG tuber. I gave my guy sunglasses, so I didn't have to do the blinking animations. So all I have is just the 2, the mouth open, mouth closed. But with this, you obviously get, and Spider has a GIF tuber. Maybe he can talk about it when he gets in here. But a GIF tuber will move a little bit more when you're talking. Mine is just jumping because it's just a PNG, but this is even better than the GIF tuber because you have full animations. So
there's a little bit of changes there when going between emotions and stuff like that. Another thing I added was I added randomization. So now you can have multiple. If
it's free, I'll probably play around with it.
Multiple lead-in emotes and multiple outro emotes, so that you can run a random emote system where, say you wanted to, I mean, here in this case, I'll transmute my gun.
Oh, that's sick.
What I can do now is
trigger discipline, and don't point it at me, please.
The outro for it, like the switching back to the original state and switching into the gun state, can have a random animation. So here's like an outro. She drops the gun. So drops the gun and then transmute another one.
Infinite gun loop.
It could play the same one.
She is
multiple
Deke.
times, but
Well, she's a fairy, but we don't like those either.
here's another one. See, it plays like a completely different one. And oh, another thing, I added a little bit of fade to the outer box.
Burn her.
So you don't have like that
For legal
square
reasons,
box
that's a
effect
joke.
anymore.
Sup, Lucky
Where
Bach.
It kind of looks like something is just hard cut off on a rectangle.
This might be
so
good for you,
I
actually.
changed that as well. But I did that in the editor, so you can choose to have an effect actually go all the way.
So she's talking about a bunch of technical stuff. I basically just wanted to show off what she's been working on because it's useful for interest. It's interesting to you guys because you guys like VTubers, and it's useful for any VTubers who are watching because you can use this for travel, or if you don't have the money for a full rig yet, you can use this. I think it's free. There's the QR code in the corner. I'll have to move it over for you. QR code over here if you want it. But this is good for that kind of stuff. And with Lucky Bach specifically, that might be helpful for you because I know maybe that's something you want. And I will maybe be playing around with it. If you guys would like to see a stream of me just playing around with it, let me know. Because if I'm going to do it anyways and you guys want to watch, then it's extra minutes on my YouTube for going towards monetization. So let's see. Yup. I do like the extra animations because being able to have my guy pull out like the flamethrower and burn stuff at the end to go into like a transition into the end screen would be kind of cool. Having him be able to pull out some other stuff would be nice too, like a cross or something like that. Be interesting. I don't know if I have time to do all that, but be cool. And you could just make all your art from at least your base art from AI if you really wanted to. So Lucky, it's not a prompt. It's actually like a full.
You just go ahead and
like
you can
app.
Output that.
I think
you could change the frame rates. Frame skip is mostly if you're doing Fugies and you have too many frames. You can.
I feel like she needs to make a from first to last, like a from a beginning to an end state of just how to do all this stuff, because like a tutorial, because this is going to be difficult for me with my limited ape brain. Oh,
kind of easy. All right, so we're gonna do perfect seamless loop. Anytime that you want to go back to
this could even be good for Chair Sama. Like, I know Chair Sama is a 3D model, but she really is limited. But this could maybe give her some extra animations and stuff like that. So, anyways, let me turn the music back on. That's it for about that. It's just really cool. Shout out Leaflet. It's cool. What's some other stuff to go over to start with? Again, we have prompts. I helped Rebel with this as far as just the idea, because he originally did just a regular staff, but for Churl, because we call him Churro. Let me move the screen down, my bad. We gave him a Churro staff, and to be honest, I want to get beat up by it because I want to eat that. I would love a like 6-foot churro. No homo. That sounds amazing, though. Like, I love churros. Hey Donnie, how's it going? Good to see you. I saw your comment, and I will be praying for you as well as Kai. I know you, not that they're related, but I know it sounds like everybody's having a rough week. Myself included. It was a long, difficult week. Not emotionally or anything like that, just I'm exhausted. I had to make up a workout this week, so I did a 5-er instead of 4. And man, leg day was killer. Hey Jericho, how's it going? Good to see you. Oh man, we got a good little group here. Good little group of bigas. Well, bigas, and or if you're in my group, you're also Doom Troopers or Chads, whatever. I think you're all Chads because you're all my bros. Cheesy. Anyways, but Donnie, we're all gonna get through it together, man. It's rough times we're in right now, but it also, we can be glad in what God's doing because he's got better plans than what we got. And honestly, there'll be good times ahead. I know it for everybody. But yeah, so Churro over here, Giant Churro. This is just going through some, well, let's go through some prompts, huh? Let's go back and go through some actual prompts, or maybe we should look at some fan art first. Oh yeah, also Notch Nova made me this beautiful piece right here, with the bat of consequences. For all you gooners out there, I'm coming not in that way. I'm coming to smack you with the bat of consequences to hopefully rewire your brain. No gooning ever. I think I like this one better though. But the one with the mysterious person, I can sub in anybody right there. And if you guys were wondering, it's because I always, whenever anybody posts, lewd, anybody posts lewd stuff, I always post this because I'm like, bro, you gotta chill. Sorry you guys saw a butt cheek there. Yeah, the job market's pretty tough all over the place. I don't know if you've actually gone in and talked to some people, instead of just sending in the resume and waiting for them, but that is, I'm not trying to shame you. That's just what a friend of mine has told me to make sure people are doing, is it's like actually getting a hold of someone and talking to them and showing them that you're enthusiastic, quote unquote, to work at the job. Another good one from Yanuka, who might be here later, is this amazing stained glass. I don't deserve to be on stained glass. I just want to say that at all. I think that's reserved for, I know this is just, it's just art. All right. I get it. But it's just fun. And I love stained glass, but I feel like it's reserved for God, Jesus. They're the same person. I'm not Christian. I don't think they're two, it's two people, whatever. But the reserved for Christ and then saints, and I'm certainly not one of those, at least not yet. Maybe one day, if God willing. But really cool. I like the stained glass designs. Very interesting, very cool from Yanuka. Also from Natch Nova is just on a roll. He was just using me in a lot of stuff today. Put us in a in with Spider and Jess on the Captain's Cove like bar cafe thing. He had something over here. You guys might not be able to read it, but one of the things on the menu is the Pirates perk, and I was like, are there actual perks in the Pirates perk? I need some boba and some fried chicken though. That's what I want there. Oh shit, I totally forgot. Crimson made me a Space Marine. Freaking sick, bro. Freaking sick. Let's go back to reading you guys for a little bit. This is Jigs with the Knight. Speaking of knights, let's go take a look at the verse of the day. How about, oh, and shout out to Tolvin Skull. He got to 500, I think, followers on Twitter. Good job, man. You deserve it. And Crimson again, Crimson Paladin, shout out. Gave us a cool little meme here. But let's see. Where is, did I even post one today? Is today the 10th? Yes. Okay. So this is the one with Paladin. All right. Today's is the iron sharpens iron proverb. So iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. That's what I'm trying to do with my whole online life, man. That's all I want to do is help sharpen you guys and be sharpened. Let's see what's here. Bonk. Let's see here. The Krampus of gooning. I'm fine with that. Hellbent on using this AI interviewer program. I don't know what that is, Donnie. You'll have to explain that a little bit more. Ton of saints on stained glass. What are you, if not a saint? Are you not in the body of Christ? Yes, but I mean more as in like canonized. Again, I'm not Catholic or Orthodox yet. If I was going to go with one right now, it's Orthodoxy, but I'm still a Protestant, but as far as on stained glass, I feel like it's honor only bestowed on canonized saints. Everyone is a saint in that we are in the body of Christ, but I mean people who have done uniquely sacrificial, like martyrdom type stuff, right? What fights, Jericho? What fights are we talking about tomorrow? That's what I'm doing, Deke. That's the whole point of the bat of consequences. Mr. J, well, since we're here, let me just put up so that it's not boring for you guys. We'll just put up that. Have something to look at while I speak. Speaking of which, let me check before we go on here. See if Spider's on yet. Nope. Okay. Let me send a message really quick. Give me just a second. All right, got that handled. Cool. So back out of this. Okay. Yeah, Mr. J, I get what you're saying, and I've been Protestant my whole life. Like I don't know the first thing, or I didn't know the first thing about Catholicism or why it was different, or Orthodoxy for that. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know Orthodoxy existed up until like a year ago, maybe. I didn't even know what that was. Let's see, let's go to the other verse of the day. The one that helped Donnie. I pray that God helped Donnie through it. Side note, getting sidetracked constantly. This is based off of if you guys can tell, a Berserk fan art. So I really dig it. I'm glad the ChatGPT has trouble with blood sometimes, but I just called it red ink, and I'm glad it worked out, because I was trying to do something with blood, quote unquote, on a different art thing, and it totally did not work. Like GPT did not want to work with it, so glad this worked out. We got a couple verses also from Crimson. Do nothing according to selfish ambition or according to empty conceit, but in humility, considering one another better than yourselves, each of you not looking out for your own interests, but also each of you for the interest of the others. Philippians 2:3-4. And we also have, he's in the server. He's just kind of quiet. I don't know if I'm going to say his name right. Kylie, I'm just going to call you Aki. Therefore, we do not lose heart though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. I dig it. I dig it. Let's go back to the original one. Should probably read this for Donnie again. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Because it's not us. It's all God. I give everything to him. Everything good. Back to here. So, like I said, I didn't know anything, and I'm just going to yap for a minute. I'll read your stuff in a minute after my little yap session here. But and let me know if the music's too loud, by the way. It sounds good to me, but I don't know if it is for you guys. Welcome back, Derp. Good to see you, bud. Glad to have you here. I'm just about to yap about different forms of Christianity. I think if I am called away from my current church, or they start to do stuff that, what's up, Lucky Bach? Why question mark on the hello? Or if they start to do stuff that seems to be against the Bible, woke stuff, I would say, probably. The first place I'd go is to go investigate a Orthodox liturgy. Now, the reason I can't go Catholic, or the reason I think, have studied, have come to the conclusion that I most likely will not be Catholic, will not go Catholic, is because of their belief in the infallibility of the Pope, meaning that I believe it's only when he's sitting on a certain chair or something like that. I don't know how they came up with that tradition, but or that idea. I'd have to research it more. But that when he is in a certain way, in a certain place, I guess, he's speaking like that God is speaking through him, that whatever he says is complete truth and perfect, which I see in the Bible, at least. I see no way of that being possible. Christ speaking through us, sure, but not through our own means, and not through only one person making the rules, essentially being like example. And I want to make it clear, it's not like he didn't say this, the Pope didn't say this, and none of the popes have said this as far as I know. But I'm just using it as an example. This is a complete hypothetical. If the Pope was in the seat speaking for God, quote unquote, and he said, God has said that sex outside of marriage is okay now, and the Catholic Church will say that sex outside of marriage is okay now. Like, obviously, no. But I would say, even if it's a little thing where it's just making rules on anything, I can't see anywhere in the Bible where it says that one person has the authority to make those rules other than Christ, right? However, that does not mean that there doesn't need to be earthly leadership, and that whoever is in the head leadership spot or elders spot shouldn't be, they should be decisive in making decisions and making the best decisions possible, and being led by the Holy Spirit to those decisions. But as we are all human and all corrupted, I believe all decisions have the potentiality as well as the probability of having some form of imperfection. And in that way, I'm saying that that's why I can't believe that the Pope is infallible. But Orthodoxy does not affirm the Pope. They're friends with Catholics. Obviously, they had some splitting in the past. I can get into church history at some point, not tonight, but maybe another night, just so we can understand, like, we could stay on track, right? But Orthodoxy, they do not agree with the infallibility of the Pope, and each church in Orthodoxy follows the same traditions and rules, from what I understand. They have bishops and stuff like that, but they are also their own separate entities, just in case the church at large gets corrupted, the individual churches won't. So I like that a lot. I think that's pretty biblically wise. Obviously, the Catholic Church claims to be the oldest form of Christianity, but Orthodoxy does as well. And Orthodoxy seems to be much more humble and meek in how they do things, which again seems biblical to me. I've listened to a lot of Orthodox priests, and they all seem to speak biblically. So whether I end up being Orthodox or not, I would like to go watch a liturgy and ask questions to the priest afterwards, because it is different than Protestantism. Let me try and figure out how to say the differences. Okay, Protestants. Most Protestants don't believe that I'm gonna burp. Oh, Lord bless me, help me. In Protestantism, they don't believe that the grape juice or wine and bread, most Protestants, there are some Protestants that still believe this, but most Protestants don't believe that it actually transubstantiates into the body and blood of Jesus once you eat it. Whereas Orthodox do. Orthodox also, I believe, believe that you need to be baptized to be saved, or at least be baptized to be part of the church, I think, as a member. I would have to do some more research on that and get back to you guys with an official answer, but that is another thing that a lot of Protestants don't believe. A lot of Protestants think that baptism is just a symbol, same as the Eucharist or taking communion, that it is just a symbol of new life in Christ, and doing that publicly to proclaim your love and belief and following of Jesus. Orthodox and Catholics especially. Orthodox, I'm still a little unsure, but Catholics specifically, I know you have to be baptized, and that's why they believe in infant baptism, because you have to be baptized to go to heaven in their belief. But they also have purgatory, which Orthodox and Protestants don't have at all. So I don't know where purgatory came from. I know it's in Dante's tragedy or comedy, but but I don't know where they made that into a canon thing, because pretty much nobody else thinks it, even Orthodox. So that's pretty interesting. So those are the two big things. And then they also, another thing Protestants generally don't do is venerate saints, as in praying to saints / in Orthodoxy, you kiss their pictures, you kiss pictures of saints and pray to them and all this other stuff, respect them, honor them. I've heard explanations as to why they do it and why it's okay to do it and why it's not ideology, but it is still difficult for me to see it as not ideology. So maybe one day we'll have a guest on who can speak on that and help me understand a little bit better. Now, let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, Mr. J is leaving. Have a good night, Mr. J, if you are. My bad, I didn't see it. Listening to a lot of Michael Jackson and Prince is restoring your faith. Also, I didn't know Michael was a Jehovah's Witness. I didn't either. That's a bit odd. I think Prince was also was claimed to be Christian. Let's see here. Nah, the Pope and Church are on some. They can be a little bit weird. 67. That is not a man. 6'7". He did 6'7". Bat derp. God's vicar on earth, as Paul was the first pope, as he was given Jesus Christ's message. You'd have to explain to me, Jericho, what vicar means as compared to speaking infallibly. Yes, yeah, that would be orthodoxy, like you said, Jericho. I don't know what the Moses model is, Lucky. Donnie, yes, Dante's Inferno. I don't think that Catholics got purgatory from Dante's Inferno. I'm pretty sure Dante's Inferno got purgatory from Catholics, but I don't know where Catholics came up with it. Main difference is that Protestants believe that justification and sanctification are both complete by Jesus, while Catholics and Orthodox believe that only sanctification. Only justification was completed by Jesus, and that we were responsible for our own sanctification. I know, Deke. I know, Deke. It was just, well, at least the hell part of Inferno was just to put all of Dante's like enemies or people he didn't like and be like, you guys are in hell, haha. See, Lucky Bach, I kind of agree, but kind of disagree. So justification was completed by Jesus. Yes, agree with that completely. And I think sanctification is done by God as well, but I do think he lets us play a part in that, in picking up our cross every day and doing the work, because it's the whole faith without works is dead kind of thing. Now, whether you're saved by faith alone, or if you stop obeying God and then you lose your faith, I don't know. Again, I would have to discuss that with a priest and also learned Protestant pastors probably. Ultimately, my goal with my, how would you say it, with my relationship with God is just to find the most true way of serving him and honoring him, and that's what I want to do. So if that be some form of Protestantism, right now I'm some kind of non-denominational evangelical innocuous blob. They are in the American evangelical group or whatever for support, but they don't actually follow everything that group says and rarely interact with them, from what I understand. I've been to Presbyterian churches. I've been to I think Baptist churches. I've been to woke churches, and not like super woke, not like Methodist. I haven't been there, but I've been to a bunch of different Protestant churches, and that's probably why if I was to leave my current church, I would go to Orthodoxy, because it's like I would feel like just going to another Protestant church would be almost the same as the church I just left, and Orthodoxy is so different that it's like, okay, it's time to try something new. And again, I just want the full truth. I don't care if it's in Protestantism, the best truth possible. I don't care if it's in Protestantism, Catholicism, or Orthodoxy. I want to be where I can serve the Lord in the best way possible, the most true way possible, and the way he wants to be served and loved. Not that he needs it, obviously, but just because I love the Lord and I want to do that to the best of my abilities. So, member of the clergy who acts as a substitute deputy or representative of a higher ranking official. Yeah, Jericho, I don't know if I can really say that I would believe that the Pope has that authority to step in and even be like the assistant or like the voice for God, but at the same time, I can't really say that the pastors or elders don't already do that at Protestant churches anyways. It's just the Pope is on a bigger level. Moving on though, I could talk about that all night, and maybe one night I will. But tonight we're gonna move on. Oh, who's that? Who dat?
It's Spider.
Oh, it's Spider. Spider's here. Everybody say hi to Spider. Spider, say hi to everybody.
Yo, what's up? I didn't want to interrupt you. You was talking to if you was exchange churches or switch out churches, which one? So I was like, okay, let me not say nothing.
Oh, you can interrupt anytime. But we were just because we went on to the verses of the day that I've been doing, so we were talking about that. Welcome everybody. Welcome Spider. Do I have it? Oh my gosh! Let me pull it up. Where is it? The cheering. There it is. There we go. Welcome.
What's up? How's everybody doing? How's you doing, man?
Ooh, man, being real, it's been a week, man. It's been a week, and it seems like it's been that way for a lot of people. Kai, Donnie, I know Lucky Bach has told us last week this dude be working like 12 to 16s on the regular, like 6 days a week type of stuff. So.
Yeah, it can be that way. It can be that, especially when I used to work crazy hours. Like people, you often yell at me. It's like, dude, you do not get no sleep. I'm like, bro, I got to keep the grind. So I completely understand how you feel.
Jericho too.
And what do you mean, Bad Dirt? Bad Dirt's already trying to kill me. God dang it! If he ain't trying to kill me on Hollow Knight, he's trying to kill me in stream.
That's too bad.
Hey, what up, Jericho?
It's too bad. Spider doesn't have any weaknesses that we know about.
Not yet, no.
So actually, we were talking about something earlier that I wanted to go back to. So for you specifically, since you just got in, there we go. We were talking about the leaflet, this thing.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Leaf here. I have an update.
And I figured since you just made your own, I would put it here, but I can't right now. You just have your own gift tuber now. That you did that all yourself?
No, actually, that was gifted to me by one of the members of Club Tartarus, Max. It was absolute. Let me get his name right. I don't want to accidentally mess up his name. I think it's absolute. Okay, Lyrical Abstain. He was the one who made my version of pretty much what Leaflet has done, and mine is a more simple version. I'm sure Mags and the other people of Club Tartarus have the.
Be warned, people. I'm going on Spider's page, so I'm not responsible for anything that's on here.
No, I don't have none of the goon and stuff on that.
Good job, by the way.
No. I try to keep it fair because I'm scared that somebody might search and then boom. I don't.
There it is.
Right there. Yep. So pretty much that's similar to what Leaflet has got. Of course, Leaflet is a more advanced. Mine only has 2 modes, which is talking and just. I don't know why it doesn't show the click the arrow. Oh no, not that one. The other one, the one in the middle. It should. Okay, so it don't. I thought I had posted the one that shows me in my second stage, so it only shows the talking one. But pretty much that's it right there. And I thought it was something similar to what you have made with your model or with your PNG.
No, this is, so mine is just, what are you using for this? Like, what software are you using to run it?
No, Discord Fugi.
Discord Fugi. I don't know what the heck that is.
The React.
Oh, got it. See, mine is running on this thing called VideoTube Mini. And it's an actual PNG tuber like software. It's free. You can donate to them, but so I made mine by just getting 2. Usually you need 4, but I just made 2 frames of my characters, one with mouth open, one with mouth closed. And then you put it into the system where it tells you to put it in, and then it does it just clicks between the open mouth and closed mouth when you talk, and it can add stuff like what you see, the vibrating function on there, just to give it a little bit more interest. And you can flip through the different, as you can see, like emotions. So
Yep, pretty much what Leaflet has got is something more advanced than, mine. Like I said, it's just talking and not talking. And even when I'm not talking.
Is it this guy who did it for you?
Yeah.
Absinthe?
That's him. Yeah,
okay.
Absinthe.
Okay.
He was the one had made it for me. Like, I was not expecting that. So pretty much
Hey guys,
hers is more advanced for that. Wait. Oh, she updated? So this is a new video.
Maybe.
Yeah, because it's starting at the beginning. Yeah, it's 33 minutes. So the first one that blew everybody's head gasket was like 11 minutes. So I guess this is the so this is the breakdown of what she's working on.
Yeah, this is almost a full like tutorial type thing. But honestly, she needs to work on the tutorial, because I was like, I still don't know what the heck is going on. But then again, I also didn't watch the whole thing. Also, since you're from Texas, I know you like guns and stuff. Trigger discipline. Also, she's aiming at us. This is not okay.
No, actually, she's aiming. Well, she's aiming at you. But no, I mean, it's she's trying to destroy something, and so far, unfortunately, you made the list, so she's going to destroy you. So that's actually
it makes sense.
Proper trigger discipline.
Makes sense.
But
it makes sense. I talk so much shit on women. I don't watch female VTubers. Nah. They don't exist.
Oh, so you can rip it straight from a reference sheet.
Yeah. That's what I was showing other people, because Lucky, I know Lucky streams, but too late at night for me. I really need to go watch his, he's done some Bible study type stuff, and or like talking about church history and studying the church and stuff like that. I want to go watch that, but he just does it so late. I think he starts at like 11 or something like that, but I need to go watch the VOD on that one. But I figured I brought this up because, one, there's people in here who like VTuber stuff, obviously, and two, because Lucky and maybe some of the other guys at some point, whoever comes in here, would probably be interested in using this. I mean, I am, because my computer's down, and this might be able to run on my laptop without totally making it explode. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what she said. She wants to make a system to where, people who unfortunately less fortunate ain't really got the funds right now, they can, because a lot of people saying this is free. So if Leaflet drops this for free, oh my gosh, she will literally destroy a lot of the VTuber artists. Like, this is gonna be crazy. So basically it's the same thing that we're using with I think with Discord React, or if I don't know if it's another program that she used to run that software. I'm thinking it's Discord React. But yeah, as far as we can see, how smooth it runs, how smooth it operates. Now, the one downside is that the mouth move automatically. It doesn't track the mouth movement too much. It only does it like if you're like excited or you're making a frown and stuff like that. That's when it tracks the movement. But as soon as you start talking, I mean, and the models are kind of good at syncing up with your lips. So the model I use, it usually talks and it somewhat syncs up, and then when I stop talking, it rests. So I mean, it's only through time where this type of technology will get better and better and better. But it's crazy how we just started seeing this, and Leaflet already took it to like the next level, and this one is much more smoother than her first showcasing of this particular model, or not this one in particular, but the other one, her cowboy getup. So like, she is freaking cracked, dude. Like, I don't know how she does it, but yeah, this is crazy.
Well, so it's called Angel Sword Adventure Creator, Adventurer Creator.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like it's just basically you take a reference sheet and then you AI prompt the rest of it. So, which is incredible. But like you said, it's good and bad in that it will take the the VTuber artists down a notch, but also there's VTuber artists who I know who are already who are kind of struggling, who I'm like, okay, they're probably going to have to lower their prices or they're just going to get knocked out of the market, basically.
I mean, it's only bad in the sense of because like I said, because I think I was talking to somebody else who was a Sonic, and I mentioned this with other folks. If you're an artist who's worth their salt and what they do in their craft, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. People will spend the money. Now you might have to lower your prices just a little bit because people are now saying like, hey, I'd rather go with the AI. But you necessarily don't have to worry too much. You will still get commissions. It's a lot of the people who are crappy at their jobs, where they'll be delivering the product at a timely manner or delivering the quality of product. The only negative I can see of this, because the VTuber market is already saturated. So we probably might get a more of an influx of people coming in, trying to do the whole VTuber thing. And with this, I mean, especially if she drops it for free, I mean, this is because hell, I might do my VTuber model like this. I might go and do the one I got now and make it more animated. Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm excited to see what the possibilities that will come from this.
Yeah, I agree. And that's what I was telling them earlier too, is that it's great for, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to give up my VTuber model quite yet. I do have, since you guys are here, maybe I'll just spoil it anyways a little bit, just spoil you guys a little bit. I've had a 3D model for a while now, honestly, that I wanted to use first, but it's a little bit more difficult to set up than the live 2D model. So I have been working on that, because as you guys know, I'm not actually really the big anime guy, and live 2D models are usually, like, 99% of the time artists only do anime style, which is why my current live 2D model is basically anime style. I like it. I'm not actually like shitting on my artist, because she did good, but the anime style, especially with like the pointy chin, is not like, my guy is not a pointy chin guy. He's a boxy head. It's me real life. I have a freaking like box. I have a brick head. So it's I don't have like a super chiseled chin, but it's like I have a very boxy head, and it's like in the live 2D style, because it's mostly anime, they have a very difficult time getting any kind of shapes other than that pointy chin and the skinny body and stuff like that. It's very, like, a lot of artists only do that. But with 3D, you can get a bunch of different styles, because 3D is so much more accessible. So I do have a 3D model that I'd like to use, and maybe coming back, that might be what I use on at least the Doom Trooper channels. Maybe I'll leave the live 2D model for here and use the other one on it, depending on how much it burns out my PC. But the I do like the 3D model a little bit better, honestly. It's I feel like it represents me a little bit more, and it's not anime. It's more like it's a low poly, and it's more like Western, like pop art kind of. Yeah. What's it called? Kind of like jet grind kind of looking.
Yeah. All right, Chad. He's gonna put on hand trackers, and he's gonna physically bonk us when we try to go.
Oh, dude, I would love that. If I had the money, I totally would get the full setup. Speaking of, let me go read chat here really quick. Everybody's saying hi, and then Donnie said Spider's future wife. I thought you were a Kirsch person, not a Leaflet person.
It's both. I mean, either I get the fox woman or I get the slime. I get one crazy wife who wants to be pregnant, and I get another crazy wife. Well, a more chill crazy wife who also wants to be pregnant. I win.
You're definitely gonna get slimed, but not in that way. More in the way that the kids say.
Oh no.
Let's see here. Deke said, nice knowing you after I got shot. It's okay. I got plot armor right now, so Forgive her aiming skills. She's Asian. Jericho, you got competition with Jericho, by the way.
I got company. All right, Jericho, let's go.
Leaflet already had a big target on her back before that. Yeah, you're right. Just like Spider was saying, it's definitely going to paint a bigger target on her with the artists. Or I don't really like saying it because I feel like it's overdone at this point. But like what they keep calling them, quangos. Them damn quangos.
Goddamn quangos. But no, I mean it's just another target. I mean ever since Leaflet really started blowing up, I mean, they don't like her because of her takes. They don't like her because she's not, really want to be scared of them. Like she has her takes, she has her feelings. I mean, she's comfortable with AI. So it's damn, that is cool. That is cool. But yeah, I mean, she's not really scared of him, and I mean, she has mentioned it before, but she's already kind of had brushed, cross paths with Def in a sense, and ever since she had that moment, and she's, came back from that moment, she's pretty tough. She's said it herself that she's not gonna ever be back in that vulnerable state ever again. So we're not necessarily too worried about her. It's just, quangos are gonna quango. They're gonna cry about if it's not AI they're crying about, it's gonna go back to the old crap of LGBTQ, Black Lives Matter, the environment, whatever. They're just gonna, oh crap, okay. So those are the different animations, and she did a little rifle spin. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. And like I was saying to this too, it's that it's more so when like my computer's down, this would be good to have because my laptop obviously can run it. And or if you're like out of town or on vacation, I was telling the guys, like, when I'm on vacation, I just want to be on vacation, so I'm not really thinking about this kind of stuff. But it's an option for if you're out of town or if you're on an extended vacation. Now if I was like paid to be, like, if this is my full-time job, which I would like it to be, obviously, just like you, but
yeah,
if it was my full-time job and I was traveling, then this would also be really good because, again, you could still, Pipkin Pippa
laptop.
Yeah, if Pipkin Pippa was like I know she's in an RV right now, but if she didn't have her rig set up or whatever, she could totally just utilize this kind of thing.
Wait, Pippa's in a RV right now? Holy shit.
I think so. The last time I heard anything about her, she left her parents' house. She bought an RV and was doing like a basically like road trip around America in the RV, but she's still streaming. So I assume she has some kind of like Starlink set up with her full computer in the RV. The only other thing I heard about her was she was like incubating quail eggs or something. Nice, trying to hatch quails. Nice. So.
Hey, let's go Pippa. It's been, hopefully she pulls through in Texas. But that's good. That's awesome. That's cool. That the first time that she's really living on her own, she's taking a trip around America. So that is cool. That is great.
From Donnie, it is depressing how many artists can't draw hyper masculine male characters. Like, I get pretty boy aesthetics, but come on, learn how to draw a freaking jawline, for God's. See, this is why, Donnie, why I really do appreciate, honestly, the AI stuff, because it's weird, but the AI has made better. I hate to say this. I've commissioned a lot of people and they've done really good art, but I feel like AI has gotten what I've wanted more spot on to what I've been trying to get to than most people that I've commissioned art from.
Yeah.
And it sucks because it's like, I don't know about you, Spider, but when I commission art, I actually draw out a sketch for people usually, and I send it to them first as reference, and I go, I want it like this. But I want it like this, but better. And my sketches aren't like even horrible. Like, I have an art degree. I'm not the best artist by any means, but like, they're pretty detailed. They're pretty good. And it's like, I try and make a list of all the stuff. I try and be very specific of like, I want him to look like this. I want his jawline to look like this. I don't want it to be very anime. But but every time it usually gets, or a lot of times, I won't say every time, a lot of times it seems to get lost in translation, or I don't get exactly what I want. But the AI somehow, and I hate to say it because I don't like people losing their jobs, but the AI just has gotten my character way better. I can even go back to, let me see here. Was it here that I kept it? Yeah. Freaking Natch Nova. He ran his own. This isn't even Grok or GPT or Gemini. This is on his own computer. This is a local AI made this.
Yeah.
And that's way more what I'm looking for as far as like the face, the everything. Like it's way more what I'm trying to get.
I think it's also your reference sheet too, because I think the last time I did your character, it actually squared off your draw. It didn't, and I think, but I don't have my editing computer because I could have shown you the reference sheets that I use for you as well, and your jaw is square on the. But no, can you go back to my page and I think it's the last thing I did with you was the fireworks.
See, we should also say congrats, by the way, on 800.
Oh, thank you.
And Rokai got 4. Good on him. Everybody's been hitting some milestones lately. Really good. By the way, I got like a 78 on this, so I'm right there with you.
I think it's a little biased because there was some questions I was like, yes, but no. So I didn't do the hard cap on it. I did like the first thumbs up. It should be a little bit more down.
No, this is Baron. This is like Baron's prompt.
Oh yeah, 'cause I think it's more down because those was after. I think I did yours first with
oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go, right there. So yep, even though mine says squares your jaw.
Yeah.
So it's the reference sheets but like you said, the AI knows to square your jaw and a human don't, and you can tell them like, hey, have the jaw square, and like you said, you get different view. Well, this one kind of rounded your jaw just a little bit when you look at you versus the fireworks squared your jaw, but
well, I think it's the angle. I think the angle for the actual person is the reason you're getting that. But no, you're right. The reference sheets again, and the reference sheets are just, I typed it in or people help me make them and stuff like that. But it's like, it gets it way better than me explaining it to a person. Even when I draw out a sketch or something like that, and I'm like, I want it like this. It's like, I rarely get this masculine, like strong dude that is like what I see as my inner self, is what I like, my ideal who I am. So
10-foot tall buff dude.
Not 10 feet tall.
The AI always make you like freakishly tall.
I'm 5'10" on a good day. I'm like maybe 5'11" in boots if I'm in big fat boots.
Big fat boots.
Inspiration in Hellboy and Devilman, so I might be speaking from a bias. No, I agree, Donnie. It's the only people I know who know how to do like super masculine dudes are like furry artists. So, and I don't want to pay them, to be honest.
Okay. Hey, hear me out. When it comes to like furry artists or artists that does the the explicit stuff, they understand body autonomy more because that's what they do. So that's why, even squared off Audilera's jaw, and which is funny because Audilera's his jaw is pointy.
Yeah.
And it squared off his jaw. That's why.
But they gave him the Chad jaw. No, yeah, that's I agree. But then I'm like, but I also don't want to pay you because you do this other disgusting art that I don't want to support. It's difficult. I mean, even the artist that made my live 2D model, and again, not hating, we can have different opinions. She posted up something about like, should I make more mascots or do more booba stuff? And I was like, okay, all right, great.
I mean, you're at a catch-22 because you get more mascots, you get more of the furries, or you just get boobies. So you're screwed no matter what. But no, well, if you can get a hold of her, ask Naeem, because she used to draw furry art.
No, I know, but it's but it's like she did the yapper for me, but as she said earlier today, she's not really doing art anymore, or she's like except for the stuff that she's been commissioned for already. She said she's kind of burned out. So
yeah, which is understandable. I mean, she has been through a lot, and then every time she thinks she can like breathe, something else happens.
Yep. All right, so let me see what else we got here for tonight. I don't think I need my page anymore. Before we get into talking about privileged women, overprivileged women, we could talk about these things that I sent to you earlier that you were cringing over. So guys, we got some news here. All right. So activists in California, this is the California update because I'm from California. So activists demand Black English be pushed on kids in California preschools. I didn't even know it was preschools. Most kids in preschool can't talk well anyways.
But it's a difference between because like you said earlier, preschool kids can barely talk anyway. But there's one thing of not being able to talk because you lack the words of talking, and not being able to talk because you can't pronounce and refuse to say the correct way. And then this is not even a black power fist. So chat, when you look at this fist, that is not the black power fist. That is the red salute. That is a Marxist fist. And so that is socialism right there. That's not the black power. That's the red salute.
I don't know what the difference is.
So the difference is the black power is more is squared versus angled. That's the red salute that is angled.
Got it. No, not quite Ebonics like Ebonics is. I mean, would it be? You would know better than I would, but I feel like just slang isn't necessarily Ebonics. I thought Ebonics was like Ote on the tippy side and stuff like that. And it's like black people don't actually talk like that anymore.
Nah, it's like the community versus the community.
Ah, okay.
So black people, we say community. Ebonics and Ebonics stuff, they say the community, but nah, it is and it isn't. No, Lucky Star. So he's halfway there.
Well, either way, it's more so Lucky. Like, I don't even have to read this. I was watching a video today, so I kind of get apparently it's this activist person.
When I saw her, I was like, yep, it makes sense now. It makes sense now.
Basically all you need to know is that they are claiming that they want to make black kids feel included and not like shamed for not knowing how to speak normal English. So they're being like, nah, you guys can speak whatever you guys want to, like, you guys can speak the English that you guys know, that you guys are taught, like it's a different language, but it's not. I feel like it's just a butchering of the English language.
It is. Ain't, I mean, don't get me wrong, ain't eventually became a word, but when you say, what is it? These allegations, these allegations instead of allegations. You say educated instead of educated. When you say ignorant instead of ignorant, that's not. You're literally just using broken or lazy English instead of just pronouncing the words. It's not that hard. And if you want kids to not feel left behind, then do what you need to do to bring them up to speed. Extra tutoring. Get the parents more involved. Go over like fun programs that, because now you can incorporate games that help teach people how to talk and stuff like that. There's more ways to engage a young child's mind to get them to do what you need them to do without holding them back or putting them in a situation where they're what's the word I'm looking for? Disadvantage. Because okay, let's say they do get past school and college, talking the way they college. Ain't no job is gonna hire you speaking like that. And if they are gonna hire you speaking like that, it's gonna be a low wage, low skill job where you're not gonna make serious money. You're not gonna be on a presentation team saying broken English. You're not going to be a CEO saying broken English, English. That's only for celebrities, basketball players, all that stuff, where we're not focused on how smart you are. Just shut up and dribble or read the script.
Well, they also have to be able to read, but that's...
Not if they're playing a black role. If they playing,
well, I mean, like if they're doing like
an
an ad read or something like that.
No, they probably just have them standing there, just stand there and look cool, and they're gonna have somebody else read.
Well, either way, I agree completely, and this is just, again, it's like, to be honest, this is one more step towards, and I know you guys want me to get out of here, but this is one more step towards it, because at some point it's like, obviously I don't feel called to leave yet, but at some point you got to be like, as a man, you go, if I have a family, if I end up having being blessed with a kid, I'm like, do I want them to be in a school in schools with like where they're not going to be held to a right standard of learning, right? Because I want my kids to be able to speak proper English. So so it's like, I have to agree completely. You don't want to hold people back. You don't want to, if anything, lowering standards again just makes it worse for the people trying to.
It makes it worse for everybody, because the kids that's actually achieving, that's actually ahead, is now forced to be held back. No Kid Left Behind. That's exactly what this is what No Kid Left Behind has done. All the kids who are advancing is now have to be put on a standstill for kids who's not necessarily got it for whatever reasons. Maybe they just slow to get it. Maybe there is something that's wrong with them mentally, so they have to be put in a separate class. It could be multitude of things, but now we're holding even some black kids. I'm trying to watch my words here, because I don't want to pull the what's your governor, Gavin Newsom, or a Biden, and but the kids that are advancing, kids that are doing the thing, now they're being held back, for these other kids to catch up. And it's like, no, those kids go with these kids either stay after school with tutors, or they just need more work, or like I said, get the parents involved. This shouldn't be a thing. This shouldn't be a thing. This really, I know this is a Christian show, so I'm trying to keep the cussing to a low, but this is really irritating me.
Yeah, it's not helping anyway. It's weird, because I feel like these are the people who are always asking for this kind of stuff too, and it's really like, it's a lack of long-term thinking, in that they're just like, what can we get now? How can we get things easier now? As opposed to being like, oh, in the future, this is actually going to hurt us. We should probably reconsider and think about how it's going to affect us in the future. Because again, my parents, I'm not like from a rich family. My parents worked really hard. I barely saw them when I was a little kid because of how hard they were working to own a house and everything like that. But and I have a learning disability. I have dyslexia, but they never made like an excuse for any of the stuff they knew I could. Even still, I would say I was even so spoiled that I probably could have done better in high school, but as long as I was getting B's, they were like fine with it. I didn't have like Tiger Asian parents I just had. They were like, if you're getting B's, you're good. So I probably could have done better, honestly.
But see, you, even with your disability, you were still able to learn and still achieve. And like you said, you probably could have pushed yourself more, but you still pushed yourself. They didn't say, okay, you have dyslexia, so let's, you know, leave it at that and have you just messing up all the, you know, messing up everything or reading backwards. And they took the time out. They got you to where you can read properly. They got you to where you admit you're making B's. And, you know, hindsight is 2020. We could have had, you know, done a little bit more, but you were still achieving. You were still passing. You were still keeping up for the most part. So if you can do that, and like you said, your parents wasn't well off. They worked their asses off. So you was probably, you know, low mid to mid income household, and yet you were still able to achieve that. So I don't see the excuse for these folks over here, these individuals, and you know, what they're trying to do with black kids.
Yeah,
I don't see the excuse.
And I'm with Nanus on this one, where it's, I just want to go back to the 90s where it's, you hold everybody to the same standard, whether they're black, white, Asian, Mexican, whatever, everybody's just held to the same standard. That's all I want. And the excuse they're making though is that then statistically, obviously, like there's a majority of black kids that are not making the grade, and then you go, well, that's not the system's fault. That's not the game's fault. Don't hate the game. Like you gotta fix it. You gotta take accountability of yourself and figure out how to play the game better, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
in most cases, it's the parents. The parents don't care. A lot of times, the parents are just dropping off those children at the school, and the school is babysitting the kids, and they don't give a damn, you know. And it's sad to say, but you know, my mom was definitely involved in my schooling. She looked at my report card, all that stuff. There was nothing I could get away with from my mom. She wanted me to speak properly. She wanted me to, you know, to learn and achieve and, you know, do bigger and better things. Sorry, Mom, but, you know, as a child, my mom made sure, like spelling, she was tough. Let me get 2 words wrong. Let me misspell a word more than twice. Go back and study the whole thing. Go back and study the whole thing. My mom was pretty tough on me. And my mom, she did it by herself, you know. I would say we was low mid, or maybe I wouldn't say poor. I would just say low mid. But my mom, she found a way, and I learned. You know, I had all AP classes. When you know. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying also, is just it's like you said, it needs to be more parent accountability. It's not really like it. I can't blame the kids until maybe like high school or something like that, when you're more cognizant and know what's going on. But even still, you're not technically by a legal standard responsible, right? And making excuses for your kids are always being like, again, oh, we're just being helped. Being the constant victim is just going to keep you in the constant victimhood cycle, and you're always just going to be where you're at. You're never going to get anywhere better. Which is why I know a lot of that community relies on obviously sports and stuff, because they enjoy sports and they're good at it. But it's like the vast majority, even though the vast majority of sports is like black, I would say you really can't rely on that in the community, because that's still such a small portion of the population that become that big enough to make, you know, money to live off of.
Yeah, and even in those entertainments, if you don't know how to read your contracts, which most of them don't, a lot of them could be making more money or could have more protections, but because they don't read the contracts, because they don't know how to read, they get screwed over. And then a lot of them don't know about, you know, they don't know to hire an agent or hire a lawyer, go over the finances. A lot of them don't know that you have to pay the taxes and all that stuff. So a lot of those athletes get screwed over because they're not educated. They was, you know, all their whole life is, we're gonna pass you because you're talented and throwing, catching, dribbling a ball, in a sense. So even on that end, even when it comes to sports and stuff like that, you still need to learn how to read, because you gotta know how to go over a contract. You gotta know how to read that. If you don't know how to read that, a lot of them come to find out they got screwed over.
Yeah, and then this also, my bigger concern also isn't that. So obviously on the one end, this person is concerned about black kids not feeling welcome or feeling like, I guess, dumb because they're not speaking regular English. But on the other side of it, that they're not considering, obviously, is that I feel like this is also just going to lower standards. When you do something like this, you don't raise the standards of the people that you're trying to help necessarily. You just lower the standards for everybody else. So if there's anybody in the school that's not black, they're just going to be like, oh, well, why am I trying so hard to speak normally? Why don't I? It's just going to be that whole thing where it keeps adopting where the US keeps adopting the black culture, but not the like good sides of black culture. It's always like the bad sides for some reason.
Yeah, and you're right. That it is just going to bring the morale down of all the other students, because if they're going to get by with the bare, not even the bare minimum, less than the bare minimum, then why am I trying my ass off? And so, yeah, you're right.
Yep. So that's happening in California. That's your little dose of California today. There was another one. Maybe we'll, let me see. I can probably show that really quick. I think it's
California.
Let's see here. I saved it in here somewhere. Where is that short? Right here. Let me turn the music down.
Bernardino spent $1 million on this slab of sidewalk for climate change. America's infrastructure got a C.
Let me start that again for you guys.
Bernardino spent $1 million on this slab of sidewalk for climate change.
No way.
America's infrastructure got a C- from engineers, so politicians on both sides came together to pass a bill. In 2021, President Biden signed the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act into law. They'd spend $1.2 trillion on transportation-related projects, and $500 billion of that would go towards new programs. The law had a bunch of different areas to invest in: bridges and roads, broadband internet, which could be its own separate video, water, EVs, and environmental justice. So you know where this is going. It included 105 grant programs for things like public transportation, airports, rail, and resilience. And one of those resilience programs was something called the Carbon Reduction Program. It provided money to projects that were supposed to reduce transportation emissions. And to qualify, you'd have to meet all these government requirements. The Carbon Reduction Program would cost only $6.4 billion over 5 years. And of that, California would get over $100 million a year. In 2024, the San Bernardino County Transportation Authority submitted a list of projects to fund with this program. $4 million for a trail project, $2 million to develop a vehicle miles traveled mitigation bank, and $961,000 for this Del Rosa Avenue sidewalk improvement. Even though the project was complete in 2023, sidewalks are assumed to encourage foot traffic, and the county said residents would benefit from its climate impacts. This made it eligible for the Carbon Reduction Program. So the Southern California Association of Governments approved it, and taxpayers got stuck footing the bill. Then in 2025, the city dug it up again, which hopefully didn't cost another $1 million. So does this slab of concrete really benefit the climate?
Sometimes our explanation.
No.
Why did San
So yeah, that's how, you know, I just so you know why I personally, it's bad for me. I don't know if you know, but Trump did put something out there. I think so. You could take advantage of this. You could take advantage of this. Other people in the chat could take advantage of this. Trump did do something federally where he took away that tax on tips and overtime, but it was up to the states to implement that. And California, one of the things they did is said, oh, the federal government isn't going to take that money. We're going to take that money. So I'm still taxed on overtime. It's just not from the federal government. It's from the state government now. So, and all that money goes right to a friend of mine was talking to me, and he was working like 60, maybe even 65 hours a week for 2 weeks. And he looked at his paycheck, and it was barely double what he normally gets. And he said the gross was like double that. So he lost literally about half of his paycheck in taxes.
Yeah, I saw the gross of one of my checks here recently. And when I tell you, I got infuriated on how much money they're taking, both Social Security and income tax. When I tell you, I wanted to throw my computer through a window when I saw how much that is getting. I got almost $1,000 pulled from my check.
Yeah. Now imagine if you were here.
Oh yeah, no. Gavin Newsom would have to see me. If I'm knocking on Buddy's door.
So, on to the meat of tonight. We are going to try. We'll do about 30 minutes on this, and then we'll try and finish up on something nice. But the meat of it is, I tried to find videos myself, but I couldn't. All I could find was freaking Gundo videos. So we're just gonna be reacting to all you guys' favorite angry Uncle Gundo over here, back on his stuff about chicks in tech, privileged chicks in tech, boss babes, as they call themselves.
Boss babes. Oh yeah.
And I want to preface this by, as I said at the starting, I did work in tech for a minute. I was a tech worker for a bit, and let me tell you, like, you were lucky if 60% of the people were doing work, like actual work. I would say it was probably closer to like 40% of the people were maybe doing work.
Dang.
The rest of them were just either bringing their families in to come have free food and hang out for the day, or they were the ones just walking around having free food and using the, like, what would I say? Like the luxuries, I guess, the free luxuries that the tech company provided. So it's very nice. Also, all the H-1B people were very rude to the service staff, being like the security or the waiters and stuff like that. They were constantly not following rules, and they treated you like crap. So
see, I hate that hearing about these H-1Bs, like hearing about these illegal immigrants, and then what they're replacing us with these H-1Bs is starting to make me become a nationalist. And I used to be like, whenever, however we can get legal immigrants in, I'm all for it, because I feel as though that's how America was built. And now hearing all this shit, I'm like, all of them, go. All the illegals, y'all go first, because y'all illegal, y'all ain't supposed to be here. And all you H-1Bs, if it ain't an actual tech job where your skills are specifically need, get out. I'm sorry, get out. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all of them. I'm tired of everybody. But before I end up getting your show nuked from YouTube, let's go.
No, to be honest, it is what it is if it happens. But the bigger thing is the sponsors. But even then, I told Poggers doesn't care. Pogger don't give a shit. But the other guys, my lifting supplements brand. By the way, if you guys want to, I'll give Spiders this. Spider, you go ahead and take the Poggers. I'll do my other one.
All right. Well, if you ever need energy, you can use code Spydrbro for 10% off your order by going through Poggers. And actually, I will, because I used to use Gamer Subs, now I use Poggers. Poggers actually does do the job like Gamer Subs do. It actually does wake you up, and it does, does re-energize you.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're looking for something to, sweet or a drink other than water, go ahead and use Dragon's Treasure. And you can also get 10% off using code Spydrbro. Over to you, Lionheart.
So same with him. Same as him. I also have Poggers. You can use code Lionheart for 10% off. For me personally, I have pre-workout, so I don't use as much of the energy from Poggers, and I am very careful with their melatonin supplement. I will tell you guys it works. It knocks me the freak out, and it's hard to wake up in the morning, to be honest. But you want to use that sparingly because you can mess with your melatonin levels where it starts to rely on it if you use it too much. So just be careful with that. But my main one is the hydration stuff. Now, the hydration from Poggers is not the best in that the sodium levels and stuff like that aren't the best, but I don't really care about that when I'm drinking it. I'm more in it for the flavors, like you were saying about Dragon's Treasure. I just want some flavor in my water, and that's where the hydration comes in. It does have a little hydration, so it's like it's flavor plus you get a little bit on top of that, a little bit of good stuff on top of that.
I think that one is more meant for like sports, and if you're saying it's salty, because it's act like a healthy version of Gatorade. So those are for like if you like working out at the gym, or if you're doing cardio, or if you're something, it replaces your electrolytes more than just putting water in you.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying is that the Poggers ones don't have a ton of electrolytes. They just taste like water flavoring. It's they have some. They have enough to be considered like electrolytes or like a hydration drink, but it's not like I have some other electrolytes that it's like, nah, this has salt in it. This is hecka salty. It like that's the good. It tastes bad, but that's the good stuff. But the Poggers taste good, and it has a little bit of good stuff in it. So it's more so mixing in your drink. By the way, have a good night, Bat Derp. See you later. Glad that you dropped in. Appreciate it.
All right, Bad Derp. Good night, man. It's nice to see you.
But as far as code Lionheart 10% off. Use Spiders. That I let him go first on purpose. But for me, you can also go to Temple Built. I think that's TEMPL, no E. For if you want actual workout supplements like protein, the actual hydration, like electrolyte supplements with, salt and potassium and all that kind of stuff in it. Creatine, pre-workout if you need a little bit more of a boost for working out as opposed to just getting through your morning. You can go to Temple Build and use code Lionheart to check out for, I think it's 20% off on that one. And I can guarantee you, if you need I know a lot of people, it's mostly protein because most of us aren't like pro bodybuilders. Creatine's good for you too. But the protein from them is pretty high quality for the price, and it doesn't clump. It's nice and smooth, and they only have chocolate right now, but the flavor's pretty good too. So not chalky.
Ask them about their creatine, because I know there's like two versions of it. There's one that it does bulk, and then there's one that actually does help you like lose weight. Because the creatine I've been using, I got them both. I got the first one from GNC, and I got the second one from Walmart. I've actually lost weight even using creatine. My muscles are bulkier, but I'm not like gaining like a stomach or something like that. I'm not like gaining like weight. I'm like, I went from 214 to 200. I'm sorry, I'm back at 202. It was 4th of July. It was 4th of July.
Those are I think, as Lucky Box said, those are the Lord's calories. So
the Lord's calories, yes. Before you give me the almighty bunk. But yeah, ask them what's in their creatine, because I've been using creatine, and I've been losing a lot of weight. I haven't been, like I said, like my muscles are starting to take form and starting to show it's the finest. But yeah, as far as my stomach, I'm like almost 2 sizes down.
Well, creatine monohydrate, from what I understand, we're going off on a tangent here, guys. I'll finish it up, but creatine monohydrate is basically, it's not like bulking, like putting on weight. Creatine literally just gets water into your muscle faster, which is what gives you that like pumpy look, but it's also good for clearing out, like helping your brain be clear, brain fog, that kind of stuff. I use it even though I'm losing weight too. I still use it, but it's because it doesn't if my studies are correct from YouTube and stuff like that, it's not really supposed to give you like a belly or anything like that, or even make you retain water. That's electrolytes. The creatine literally just when it's absorbed, it helps put the water in the muscles, making the muscles look bigger, and also helping with blood flow to the muscles, getting them, you know, once you tear them down, it's good to have blood flow to them so that it can rebuild easier.
Gotcha. Okay. Now I see.
But they, from everything I know, shout out Liam, the mod on my Discord. He's all about the supplements, and he was like, so he uses a brand called Gorilla Mind. They're I wouldn't say significantly, but they're mildly more expensive than Temple. And I used to use a brand called Old School Labs. I would put Old School Labs slightly under Temple as far as like their ingredients and stuff like that, and also their protein clumps a little bit. But the Gorilla Mind is like almost top tier. Like, you're paying a lot, but you're also getting the best, like almost the best everything as far as like ingredients and stuff like that. So Temple's that good middle ground. They do give they do have really good ingredients for the most part. The creatine is a good creatine, although from what Liam would say, it's like pretty much any creatine is the same kind of creatine. Yeah, like if it just says creatine and the ingredients is creatine, you're good. He said the electrolytes from Temple are really good. It's a good amount of sodium and potassium and all the actual electrolytes you need, as opposed to just being a flavor dump. And did I get anything else from them? I think I had one. Oh, and the energy, he said the energy is on par with, you know, a mid-tier pre-workout energy. So, but for the price, it's good for the price. So the,
nice.
if you're interested in that, build templebuild.com. It'll be somewhere. It'll be in the description or something like that. And I believe it's 20% off with code Lionheart at checkout. It helps me out. Spiders, one that he brought up, helps him out. It would be great if you guys did, and let us know if you like it, what you liked about it, all that kind of stuff. So now moving on, let's look at these entitled women, because Lucky Bach has been waiting with bated breath.
Last year of content creation has been a soul-crushing nightmare on many levels that I can't even tell you without being threatened of being banned from the platform. So I have no choice but to do these things to vent my frustration. Time for tech girlies, something we can all relate to.
Ever wondered what Roblox employees eat every day?
Oh, I certainly have. I mean, that was on the top of my list of things I was thinking about today. What do people at Roblox eat? Who are these people? In fact, I'm gonna go get drunk. Hold on. That's what's up. Okay, I'm ready.
Well, today I'm visiting my cousin Gary, and I'm about to experience the tech bro life myself. We started with their in-house cafe, which serves fancy lattes and even...
Okay, so this chick doesn't even work here. She's visiting, which is common in the tech industries, both in San Francisco, LA. I'm trying to think of where else they have them around here. They're kind of, I think San Diego has some too. And you guys have some out in Austin now. So
yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
These places are like that. The one that I worked at was like this, where it's like you can bring in visitors, but you have to be with them all day. And since your job is so freaking easy, you know, it would happen. People would bring in people at least once a week. So, and you get all the benefits too. If you're here visiting, you get to use all the stuff. So you get to have all the free food, all the free drinks, go play the arcade, go whatever else is there. You get to use it.
matcha, so I ended up getting the strawberry matcha, which was so good.
I don't even know what matcha is. That's how underprivileged I am.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure someone will tell me, or Ludwig will edit it.
I don't know why he put a definition for mochi here. That's not matcha.
I think he got confused with mochi and matcha.
Dude, Gundam always gets... he posts some... Whenever he posts stuff, he'll like make these like definition stuff, be like, oh, this is what it is. And I'm like, bro, that's... No, you totally got it wrong.
A definition of what matcha is.
But it's something I'll never have in my life. With all the crap going on in Roblox, it's amazing that they have this spread. But then again, this explains why Roblox is the trash fire it is. I can't even tell you what's going on. There's like pixelated sexual encounters happening on Roblox. You can't even... Dude, it's things you wouldn't expect going on in
There
the
go your
platform. It's
furries.
going on. But
Oh no, not the
at least the
bronies.
staff has matcha.
And then we went up to their buffet-style cafeteria, which had the classic salad and sandwich bars, plus house-made soups.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh my
Hold on, I
god.
was drinking.
At
I'm
my job,
rewinding.
I'm working
I'm rewinding.
ass off. Oh my god. And they sit at a computer all day, and they got all that.
Oh yeah.
Bro. And Gundo is the worst weeb ever.
Yeah, he is. He watched the American version of Pokemon. He still thinks onigiri are jelly donuts.
No way. Oh,
Oh, hey, Handy. Good to see you, man. I know you're heading out, but marathon streaming. Oh, he's just ended a marathon stream. Good stuff, man. Thanks for dropping by.
nice.
I gotta get you in on some of this soon, or come on your show. Shout out Handy.
Shout out
Go follow him up. Not on here. He's on Rumble.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say shout out to you for your marathon stream, man. Cause I know that was taxing.
He's been Handy's been a good guy. He's got the boomer mode going on, but he's got some good stuff. He's always covering the news every day over on Rumble. If you guys want to go watch him over there, he's one of the first people I started talking to on Twitter, because I was trying to be more of a political political YouTuber before, and then I became a VTuber, and then I got connected with all you guys through Nyanus. So, oh, he's got something cooking for YouTube, so you guys can go subscribe to him on YouTube. But right now he's on Rumble, over on Rumble. So if you guys want to go check him out over there, please do. Here, Handy, hold on. Let me see if I can do this really quick. You have to be over here on YouTube. You have to be a moderator to post links. So let me just give you there you go. If you want to post up your links, Handy, go ahead. We're just talking about entitled tech workers. So, but yes, Spider, I can confirm that. Yeah, it is actually like that. Like, it's legit like that. This is not fake. This isn't AI. It's real.
Did I just see house soup?
And then
It's real. Yes, I know you're working your ass off in the hot Texas heat, and you'd be happy with them giving you a popsicle, but
No, they give us popsicles, but I would like to have like a fully functioning kitchen and somebody back there doing something. But yeah, our kitchen is shut down. Like, we have to bring our own stuff, and we got the microwaves and stuff like that. But these people, like, they got a full coffee stand. We got the coffee machine. We got the Keurig.
and we went
and
up
all
to their
that.
buffet style.
no,
Oh my
they get
God.
this full. Basically, it's multiple. It's like a restaurant. It's like a food court, but everything's free.
And it's free.
Oh yeah, it's free. You don't pay for it.
I work for a major retailer, and
A cafeteria which
have
had
to
the
pay for
classic
all our
salad
stuff.
and sandwich
Oh my
bars, plus
God.
house-made soups.
Look at this. That looks so scrumptious. Look. Oh my God, I just ate Wendy's. It tastes like I was eating a fat little rat. Deep fried with a bad piece of Swiss cheese and a very depressing slice of bacon.
I know you guys all follow him, but I'm still gonna post him up here. Handy, if you haven't, you need to check out some Gundo videos. So that's for you. Also, Handy put up his link tree. Go check out his stuff. But that's for you, Handy. You should watch some Gundo. He's good.
Word from our sponsor.
Ever feel like you're stuck in a habit?
Sorry,
you don't
Gundo, I'm
even
not watching
just
your
about
sponsor
willpower?
deal.
It means, and I totally give you my code Gundo.
They have a dedicated stone-fired pizza station.
What is with these tech companies, bro? All of them have these insane spreads, and everything costs us so much. Why don't they get rid of all of this? Like, you know what? My last job, we had nothing. They had a cafeteria which made no sense because nobody cooked. And it was literally like,
That's
if you're
what we
hungry, you
have.
better bring food from
Except
home,
for the stove.
or you can buy something from the vending machine. You know, he gave.
Yeah, I'm surprised he had a stove. I don't think I've ever seen a stove in. I don't think I've ever seen a stove at any of my jobs except for at the tech company, and of course, nobody was on it except for cooks.
It's insane, man. It's insane. I picked the wrong job. Oh my god, I picked the wrong job.
No, it's okay. You got to remember, most of these people. This is like, is this like a year ago? 11 months ago. Most of these people have been laid off and have been replaced by either AI or H1Bs at this point. So, yeah. No, you're still doing good. You know who didn't get replaced was anybody who was actually doing work. So you'd have to actually be doing work.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And yes, Handy, I will hit you up. Like I said, so over here, yeah, I do still talk about fitness, but we're mostly doing men's health and self-improvement and Christianity, theology talk, that kind of stuff. I know this is you're like, how am I going to relate this back to that? But I will relate it back to that. That's kind of what we're doing over here now. And yes, I would like to come on your show whenever you got a spot open. So, and when I have time, which is not very often.
Gave you a short break, so you had to run to go buy Wendy's, ironically.
Another thing is Roblox is serious about their employees' health, so their drink fridge was packed with tea, vitamin waters, fresh juices, and smoothies, plus snacks like dried fruits, protein bars, and yogurt.
I'm losing my mind. I can't keep going. I can't keep doing these, dudes.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is all for free. So, post a link to a meme video that I couldn't post in Spider's stream. Why couldn't you post it in Spider's stream?
Oh, probably because he's not a mod. Because we having the bots.
I thought it was because you didn't want it. You didn't like it was like sus or something. Yes, Donnie, you can post. You can go ahead and post it.
My bad about that, Donnie. Yeah, I bet when I first started streaming, I had a real bad issue with bots, and I don't want somebody to accidentally click on a bot link and then their computer is hacked or
No, it's all right. Everybody in here's a mod just like Nianus's chat. I figured most of the people that are here right now, like the OGs, are going to be okay as mods. And I have the same. I'm actually more strict than Nianus. So I'm like, if you guys see someone talking shit, just go ahead and mute them. I don't care. Unless I say otherwise, or like I would prefer you guys ask first, but I'm not like Yanus where I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just have fun with the trolls. I'm like, nah, I ain't got time for that, man. I'm busy.
Sometimes you gotta monetize your haters.
True.
Sometimes.
True.
You gotta get, especially when you start Kick, because once you get monetized on Kick, they actually pay you for chat engagement. So if you have somebody talking spit on Kick, you want to monetize them and farm them for a little bit, and then ban them.
Are you monetized on Kick?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's why I tell people now to when you do start. I had a Sonic. He's trying to start streaming. I told him to go ahead. He wants to mainly do Twitch. I try to push him to both Twitch and Kick. Not only is the bar lower on Kick to get monetized, but you don't have to wait to reach a certain threshold to get paid on Kick. With Twitch, you have to clear $50 before they pay you. With Kick, they pay you whatever you made that month. It could be as little as $3. It could be as high as...
Did his mic just die? Hello? Spider? Spider! No! You might have to hang up and jump back in. I can't hear a word you're saying, if you're saying anything. Well, let's all right, Donnie.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, there he is.
So for whatever reason, like on my Wi-Fi, my internet works a lot better, but my computer decides to kick off for whatever reason. I don't know why it does that.
DSP must not be monetized on Kick then.
Oh no.
The Well, okay. See, so yeah, once I get my computer going, dude, once I get my new computer up, or my used computer that I got fixed up, upgraded, once I get that and once I get both my towers up, I need to build a desk and then reorganize stuff, because my current office space is freaking cluttered as shit because I've just been running around doing so much stuff. Once I get those two set up, I'm gonna be everywhere. Like there's no point in not being everywhere. If you can afford the bandwidth, you might as well be on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Rumble. I mean, I guess if I had a Facebook, I would do Facebook, but I don't. So,
Facebook ain't really about nothing anyway. But what people has been saying is stream to platforms that don't stream to YouTube, but record and then re-upload the video to YouTube. So, but I think you already built an audience on YouTube. So, no, if you're starting off as a streamer, don't stream to YouTube. Like take the recording and then upload it to YouTube. But if you want to start streaming on YouTube, you can. But that's what a lot of people has been recommended that I do. But I've already built a little bit of an audience on YouTube, so I'm like,
Well, I mean, it still gets the VOD still stays anyways. So I do know that there's a couple people, if they miss my streams, they do watch the VOD. So, but I don't think it's not like. I don't think I would get more views on a VOD if it was just a re-upload, but I guess I could test that, which is really what it's all about on YouTube, is just testing out stuff until you find what works and then hammering it until it doesn't work anymore.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and look at what Donnie sent. He said, it's for context. It was when you were talking to Tiger about someone taking the role of Dr. Doom and thought of this.
Okay.
My minions do
Let me see. Let me pop it in here. There we go.
well for me. They show me where the money is. They show me where the dough is. I take your life.
Oh my god.
That's how you can do that? No, I said none of it.
He saw a character with green energy and Broly's coming out of him now.
I'm about to do a scientific research on if my boot can fit up farther your ass. Results come in positive.
Harvard ain't got fucking nothing on Doom.
Oh, not even worth it.
That was awesome. What the
clown boy. That's what you are, Spider-Man.
Why I gotta get mogged like that? Come on, Donnie.
Hey, Yanuka. Oh, Yanuka, I talked about your stained glass prompt earlier, so shout out to Yanuka. If you guys don't know, he's on Twitter. He's been doing some prompts. He's a cook.
Oh yeah, Yanuka's been cooking up some crazy prompting. Crazy thing about him, he just got started doing prompting, and the prompts that he's been dropping has been nothing but fire.
Oh yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for including me in that. I really do appreciate it. If you didn't know, Yanuka, I do try to shout out / like show off prompts and art from Twitter at the beginning of every stream. So shout out to you for that one. Thank you for including me.
Bangs and roadblocks. And I'm gonna edit that out, but seriously, the fact that like that sort of stuff exists on it. And meanwhile, the people who work there are getting fresh pastry.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is pretty standard. And yes, it's going back to that. Yes, it's all free, Spider. So in the snack areas, yeah, you could just walk up and just take whatever, and you're good. Also, I should bring up that you can also take to-go boxes home.
What?
Yeah, you can just fill up to-go boxes and take it home.
I am trying not to rage. I am trying not to rage. This is a Christian show. This is a Christian show. This is a Christian show. Oh my god.
Well, here, you could do whatever you want after this, which is that the Friday Night Flame Wars and Dutch Matrix do not necessarily agree or condone the actions of our guests, nor are they the opinions of our affiliates, nor are my opinions, necessarily the opinions of our affiliates. All their opinions are their own, and so is our guests, and so are mine. So you can go ahead and do whatever you want, honestly. You should have heard Tylen. I mean, I think you did a little bit, so.
Yeah, I did.
You can if you want to. You can do whatever you want, but obviously within YouTube limits. That's the only thing I gotta say is keep it TOS as much as possible.
Okay, this shit really pisses me the fuck off when these people get on their soapbox with all this in mind and cry about how much they hate America. They cry about how bad life is, where you literally sit at a desk 24/7 and get free breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You get free snacks. I work at a major retail. And yes, there's sometimes where they look out for us and they bring us free stuff. You know, we had free muffins day because today was Blueberry Muffins Day, and last week we had peace and stuff like that. But this is every day, and y'all have the gall to get up on the soapbox and cry, bitch, and moan about how bad America is, and yet you get this. And I'm in the hot sun all fucking day in a truck fighting my I was about to snitch on my job, fighting my mechanics to fix my AC. And you get this? Shut up. I know this was made 11 months ago, and then there was others that was made years ago. Shut up. I'm like Dave Chappelle. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Like, oh.
Yeah. They some of the other workers, I remember when there was one, like, if there was one part of the buffet that was shut down because they didn't have something or they weren't making something that day, they would complain about it.
And Lucky Bach, it's not even white women, it's all these people that work for these companies.
Okay. No, I will be real with you. The vast majority of the complaining / not working / just hanging out all day, whatever you want to call it, it's mostly, I won't say white women, but it's mostly women. The men, okay, I'll say this, the men, they might not work, like you could maybe call them lazy sometimes, and they might just be hanging out sometimes, but the men won't complain about it. So at least there's that. Like, they won't complain about anything. They just kind of shut up and keep their head down and go, oh, I'm so thankful to have this job. Thank God.
Man, you think I complain? I wouldn't be complaining about life as much as I have been if I had a job like this. If I can, like, bro, there's been times where I have got lucky because I forgot to pack my lunch. And then there's times where I'm like, crap, I'm going to have to spend money on these expensive sandwiches and stuff like that. And then be like, oh, yeah, we're having barbecue. Oh, thank you, Jesus. They have this literally every day for free.
Yeah.
Like, and then you could take it home, too. So you literally don't have to cook nothing for most of your week. The only time you have to cook is for your weekend.
And, you know, most of them are bringing in, like, okay, well, like, the lower tier people probably bring in like 70 to 80. And then well, this is California though too. So like, don't just freak out because I said 70 to 80. You got to remember it's California.
No, that's underworking. I think working class for y'all would be 100,000.
If you're in a two-person household, yeah, like actually, if you're anywhere under 200, in 200,000 in like the major city areas, at least in like LA or San Francisco or Sacramento or San Diego, places like that. If you're under 200K in any of those places, you're considered below the poverty line. So,
that is crazy.
But so these people, so like on the lower tier, you know, like the interns or maybe like the front desk people, they're making, you know, like 70, 80. But anybody who's actually in the office and stuff you got to figure and this was at least like 5-10 years ago, probably. They were making like at least 100, but usually 120 to 2. So if you were like in management, I guess.
But the economy was a lot better at that time too, so you can actually do something even in California with $100,000.
Oh yeah. So, but I'm saying they get all this free stuff and they get that kind of paid. So
that's what I'm saying. And these would be the main ones on their soapboxes complaining about how terrible America is. But look what they're getting.
Healthy food. Roblox isn't even any good, but apparently it makes money. You know, I also had my identity stolen for some Roblox using piece of garbage.
Obey my dog!
But as the pastry chef, you know I was here to judge the desserts. My mind was blown. They had bakery quality dessert. I expected cookies or brownies, but this was next level.
I can't keep going. I'm losing my mind. Bakery quality, look, what? I've never eaten anything like this in my life. I've never come close to anything this good looking. It looks like food what people care about.
The only time I've eaten something like that was at the Gaylord Hotel in Orlando, Florida.
The what?
At the Gaylord Hotel at the yeah, I know, I hate the name too.
Why were you at the Gaylord Hotel, Spider?
This when I was auditioning for acting and stuff like that. No, I wasn't on any casting couches. This was a Christian event.
Where is something? Hold on. I don't have a sus. I don't have a sus button. Oh wait, I do. He was at the Gaylord Hotel.
I hate the name. They couldn't go to the Wolf Lounge. They couldn't go. No, it had to be the Gaylord. But nope. Oh. But, yeah. That's the only time I've eaten something like those pastries that you seen her have, the little ones with the raspberry and strawberries on it. Like, that's crazy, dude.
God, YouTube sucks. I bet if I went to like the creators,
it was a Tyler Perry. It was a Tyler Perry.
No.
Donnie. Was it Tyler? Was it Spider? Tyler. You were in a Tyler Perry movie?
You wouldn't catch me dead in a Tyler Perry movie.
You in Blackula 2?
Blackula 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo.
Wouldn't give me a dessert mate like this. They probably would have kicked me out. I'd be hanging out with Plain Rock screaming at Dream.
Now I finally get why everyone wants to be a tech bro. Roblox is not just for kids, it's for adults too.
I drank myself into a stupor hoping I'd pass out again to sleep. It's adult daycare. I'm starting to hate tech bros. This is why they're all so bubbly and they're okay. How's your channel doing? It's doing worse with your help.
Here's a day in the life working at Google as an account strategist in LA.
Was the women there being hot at the daycare. The women there is going to be ugly.
Yes, an account strategist at Google. I don't even know if I've done
LA.
Okay, so
doing worse with your help.
Here's a day in the life.
Account strategist at Google in LA. She's got a Mercedes already off the bat. She's got a Mercedes.
And that's a high-end one too. That's not even
I don't even know if I've done
model.
this one. There's so many women that work at Google that drive expensive cars, a Mercedes with a Chanel bag in the passenger seat. This is in California, no less.
Got to the office at 8:30 this morning. Look how cute my passenger princess bag is.
Yes, the bag is so cute. You know, I woke up today and I thought to myself, oh my God, the only thing that could bring me back from the depths of this depression is seeing a woman with an expensive Chanel bag in a Mercedes Benz.
I had just enough time to secure a conference room and take my first meeting of the day. Here's a quick fit check before I head to breakfast.
That is kind of what they do all day. Like that's how they make up for, like, that's what they say their work is basically just doing meetings, which some of the meetings are not about work. They're just like learning meetings, quote unquote, or it's like college, you know, it's like a presentation type of thing. It's not actually like you're not learning anything about doing the job or talking about doing the job. It's just it's like, oh, how can we represent blah, blah, blah more in this area or whatever.
These are all the juice options for today, and look how delicious these donuts and muffins look. I'm on a diet, so I grabbed an OJ and an oatmeal with some fruit and brought it to my desk so I could do some work.
Pineapple, basil, infused water.
Then I wanted to change of scenery, so I filled up my water, grabbed a coffee from the coffee shop.
These women I swear to God, they just love filming themselves going to these jobs where it's the most relaxed,
You know, I was gonna say, it's a relaxed job when this chick can walk around all day taking videos and pictures of herself.
Yes, your job is you. I wouldn't say useless, but you got a pretty easy job if you can do all that.
Like, okay, I'll be real with you. I upload some, not some originals, but on the Doom Troopers channel, I do re-uploads of memes from like Instagram and stuff like that. And, but even me, I do it at work, but I have to go in like the bathroom for like 10 minutes and hide in the stall and upload the thing and then go, oh shit, I got to get back to work before my manager notices that I've been gone for too long.
Same. I sometimes when I be posting stuff, it's in between moves when I'm in the truck. But I usually start like Jen, and then I'll do like a couple of moves, see if it's finished, and then try to post it, and then get right back to it. But they can just walk around openly, and pretty much how these girls are right now in the picture that we're looking at. That's what they can do pretty much out in the open. Like you said, you got a good 10 minutes. I got a few minutes. This is crazy.
I only have 10 minutes because I'm hiding in the bathroom and legally they can't ask me what I'm doing in the bathroom. So,
yeah.
By the way, that's not legal advice. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Haha.
Legal reasons, that's a joke.
Laid back spot ever. And they get the job because it's a woman and they want to focus on giving women jobs. Women and minorities. Yep. So white guys and Asians are kind of screwed, even though Asians are minority, but I don't make the rules, right? And then you have these chicks getting these jobs, and they treat the average guy who's pretty much barred from getting the job in the first place like he needs to level up his life.
And I will say, if you are a guy who gets a job in these tech companies, you're usually the one holding down the fort. You're usually the one doing most of the work. So most of the actual work.
Don't simp for these ladies. Do not simp for these ladies. You sitting there giving them everything. Meanwhile, they're smashing the boss.
I was gonna say they can go with the manager or higher up. It's no. If you're the average like coder or I guess tester or what else would a guy do, like a UX design or something like that, you ain't no. Just forget about it, man.
If management or leadership isn't behind your name, you're not getting in a chick.
No,
I'm sorry to bring it to you.
Just go down the street to like Wendy's or something like that and go ask out the cashier.
Sound far, making another batch of coffee.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God! I need a man at my level. I need a man who has a Chanel bag in his Mercedes for the job that he's overpaid for, where he barely does anything. And he has vitamin-infused water for free.
Which I love that Google has free coffee and decided to do some work from this gorgeous park.
Google gives her free coffee. They take 45% of my revenue while treating me like a slave. What a treat.
The space is stunning to work from. Then I headed to lunch and it was chicken adobo, which was a 10 out of 10. And now I'm going to use the rest of my lunch break to go on a walk because it's beautiful outside.
Chicken adobo? I haven't even heard it. It's like a Pokemon. You need to do a couple.
You never had adobo?
I've never had adobo.
It's okay. Well, it's, to be honest, I mean, them getting it for free is obviously still like, wow, okay, you're getting it for free. But I will tell you, it's not very expensive. It's a pretty cheap. It's Filipino. It's like you put chicken, usually like legs or just whatever parts you want to throw in there, chicken or pork.
Yeah.
Into it's vinegar and soy sauce, and then you like dilute it. Bay leaves, you dilute it so it doesn't just taste super strong, but you just boil it in that for like an hour or two and you put it over rice. It's pretty good.
I'm gonna have to try that because but still I never had, and then it looks good too. I'm like, oh my God.
Walks, honey. You got some thick legs.
And now it's time to work for the rest of the day. Follow for more.
No, I'm never following you again. Now it's time to work. I bet you're going to bust your ass. She's probably going to leave that job at like 3 p.m. coughing and wheezing because working at Google as a tech worker is like being a coal miner. She's going to have the tech equivalent of black lung. Oh, my vitamin-infused water. It didn't help me on my walk. I'm going to need a whole risotto chicken to help me get through the day.
I want to throw myself out a window. I can't keep doing these tech girl videos. Okay, let's go.
Let's see. I think I had another one on here somewhere that was good too. That we'll finish up on that probably for this part. I have some more serious stuff later. Spider, we'll have to have you on another night. Tonight was kind of thrown together quickly. A lot of stuff. So just for housekeeping reasons for you guys, I got done at the gym kind of late tonight, and then I make it a priority to eat with the Duchess for at least half an hour. So that's why I was a little bit late. But the again, it's just I got kind of caught up with helping Kai out with something that I hope that I might help him out more tonight, or maybe not. I don't know. Depends. But it is getting pretty late. But yeah, that's why we are here late. But Spider, I do need to get you on again for a more serious or like thought out one of these. I just pulled this up because I was like, oh yeah, I can kind of talk on this because I have some experience in it. But honestly, it's old. Like I told you, I couldn't find. I looked up a bunch of buzzwords on online, on Instagram, on TikTok, and I could not find any more of these videos. So a lot of these women must either have shut up about it because they didn't want to get fired, or they got laid off and don't work at these jobs anymore. So
yeah, because most people that will look at these jobs and see this, their first instinct is rage, because like you working at the mechanic shop, like me working at my job, we work our asses off for it, and then to see these people, because that's the first thing I immediately thought of. It'd be these women, these dudes crying about how much they hate their lives, but yet they have a job like this, and it's like, what? And then all of it's for free. They getting fine dining meals. Meanwhile, I have to spend like $5 for a sandwich that I don't know how long it's been sitting in the dang warehouse. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So that's why they stopped making these videos. Too many people, took a peek behind the curtain, got pissed off, and it's like, oh, so this is how y'all living? And of course, adult daycare was, spread throughout these companies. Because I remember one woman did it for Twitter, Roblox. One person did it for Google, and I think it was another company like that. And yeah, that's why we don't see these videos no more.
The Twitter one probably got taken out real fast when Elon got in there. He was like, oh yeah, find that chick who posted that video. Get her out of here.
No, he thanked her because after he got in, he started removing a lot of them start complaining because they don't get the free stuff no more. They got to pay for everything, and then everything. I think it's a lesser quality. It's not the quality that they were used to having. So not only do you got to pay for it now you got a lesser quality of it.
Yep. But which I mean is fine. Same with any job. I feel like if they had some kind of provided meal where you didn't have to bring one with you, it would help out. Even if you had to pay for it, as long as it was a reasonable price as compared to stuff you could get by, like, if you just drove and got fast food or something like that. If it was cheaper than that, or higher quality or similar quality but cheaper, like that would be. Most guys would be like, oh yeah, okay, we're good with that. We can, we'll pay a little bit for that.
But my thing is, I don't even care if it's free and stuff like that. Like, shout out to the, you live in a good country, or you live in a great area to where you can have a job that provides you free food every day, and it's good quality food. Because most jobs that does do free food is low quality. It doesn't taste that good. You don't know who cooked it and all that stuff. But to live in a time to where you can be provided free food, that's good. The thing we don't like about it is we have jobs like where, like I said, people sit on their butts all day. Don't get me wrong, coding and dealing with the internet, stuff like that can be tasking, that can be daunting. But there's jobs where people are literally dealing with the elements of the weather. They dealing with physical labor, moving boxes and stuff like that all day, all night, and they don't get anything You know, if they forget their lunch, they got to pay for whatever is in the vending machine, or if they do have a cafeteria, or if they can leave and go to like the McDonald's and stuff like that too. Like all that stuff is there, and that's what's making a lot of people mad. It's like I'm working my ass off, barely can afford anything, but yeah, I see this one person sitting on their butt all day, and look what they're eating for free. And like you said, they can take some of that stuff home too. What?
Oh yeah, and that's, I mean, honestly, first off, also have a good night, Lucky Bach. Thanks for dropping in. Yanuka said, I mainly worked in a kitchen, so we get free food, and that was nice.
That we make.
That we make. Yeah. So yeah, that's good. I was gonna say though too, actually, Spider, and I don't know if you want to go do this, but I got stuff on my Instagram a few times of people who work on like oil rigs or like it's mostly oil stuff. So oil rigs or out in the middle of nowhere in the US doing some kind of oil thing. And they actually get paid, like, especially the oil rig guys, because they have to be out there for, I think, like 3 or 4 months at a time or something like that. Like they get, basically they're on for 4 months straight and then they're off for 4 months and they go back to land. But you get paid like a crap ton of money. You get paid, I think, like 150 to 200 a year, basically. I think it's still hourly, but a year. Plus you get room and board. It's not nice. Like you get just a little room with a bed and a desk, but I mean, it's free. And you also get, I think they said that you also get free food and you usually get free gym access and stuff like that. So basically you're living on the rig, but you get everything paid for and you're getting a paycheck. So it's similar to this, but at least it makes more sense because you're like, oh yeah, these guys work on a freaking oil rig in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, and they're working their asses off, but they're getting taken care of. Vice versus, you are working at a desk job, and like I said, I'm not going to take away from the differences of a desk job and a physical labor job. Of course, I'm going to weigh the physical labor job more than the desk job because it can be mentally taxing. Dealing with all those emails, dealing with the coding, dealing with something breaking, or the AI done messed something up, and now you got a whole bunch of people tweeting at you. You got some boss that's not realistically looking at projects and not giving, you're trying to give up a proper time frame to where this project can be done, and they like, yeah, we want it sooner than that. It's like, wait, what? I can, I understand a lot of, there's some stuff that does go on in these death centers, but it's like, look at everything you're getting versus somebody that's on an oil rig. Because even though oil rig people, that food is not that great as well. It's decent, it's edible, and yeah, some of it might taste good, but y'all are getting fine dining versus people who are on an oil field or in the middle of the freaking ocean, and yeah. So that's the thing that's making a lot of people mad when it comes to looking at scenarios like this. Yep. I need to ask one of the homies in my group because he works in the mines, and I want to see if he gets free food or whatever they do over there.
You're gonna go work in the. Do you yearn for the mines, Spider?
Oh no! One of the homies works for the mines. Oh, I am not going in no mines. Oh hell. No, the devil is a lie on that one.
Damn, you're not gonna go fight the creepers and get the diamonds?
No.
It's a free workout every day.
Yeah, I'm not claustrophobic, but I don't want to be in an enclosed area in the dark and fighting creepers. Nah, I'm good. I take the open. I take the open outside world. I like to see the sun. Thank you.
Well, speaking of it ending, we have the end of adult daycare here now. So I also just wanted to promote Gundam, even though everybody here watches Gundam. Like, I just like Gundam, and he deserves that million. I hope he gets his 1 million subs at some point. Like, he deserves it.
Yeah, he's been going crazy. He's been, working his butt off, making sure he keeps content and keep different ideas. Because doing YouTube as long as you have, I'm shocked that he's still doing the same thing he did. Most people switched it up by now, or they doing streaming. But he's doing streaming as well. But that's thanks to Naeem is pushing him to do it.
Yeah.
But he still does the same things, and he's trying to do different stuff and all that. But his videos, if you go back to like 10 years ago when he first came out, is still roughly the same as they are now. It's just better editing, better pacing, and all that stuff. So shout out to Gundo. He is one of the OGs. And
Yanis is right. He's too much of a perfectionist, but I appreciate it because all of his videos, like the editing, and like he is funny himself, and then the editing he does accentuates the funniness a lot, and it's all high quality and all that kind of, like, I really do appreciate everything that he does. And I try to make that clear anytime he puts out a video. I know he maybe doesn't read the comments, but I do try to tell him, like, yo, dude, there are people out here who appreciate the work you're putting in.
Yep.
Donnie said if it paid well, he'd go pick cotton. Same.
I'm saying.
He's still shadow banned. He might still be shadow banned, but I do believe I have faith that one day he will get that 1 million. Maybe at some point, now that he's streaming, maybe he'll get on Asmongold's stream and he'll get that Asmongold bump, and then he'll finally hit 1 million for like.
I don't think he's shadow banned. I think he's deboosted.
Maybe he'll get it for like 2 days, and then YouTube will go, okay, now we're gonna take away like 5,000 of your subscribers, and he'll lose it. But at least he'll have tasted it for like a day or two.
Yeah. But I mean, he's getting pretty close.
Is he? What is he at? He's at 818. I feel like he's been in the 800s for a long time. 818.
Time it is. Everyone's favorite thing. Seeing privileged, entitled tech workers show off their fabulous lifestyles, their easy, lackadaisical, laissez-faire days, and their wonderful meals that you could only imagine the taste of because you're too broke to afford them. And by the way, they're always free.
Day in the life as a 23-year-old product manager at Meta.
Whoa. That was quick. Day in the life as a product manager at Meta. What the hell product does Meta have besides a horrible 3D world where I believe, I can't even say it, but someone was accused of grape in Meta. I should just show you the clip because I can't even explain it.
Damn.
Okay, let's read her journal.
Oh, you said no.
Affirmations. I am beautiful. I am Suma? What is
smart,
that?
I'm sure.
Baby girl.
Yeah, smart.
You need some writing lessons.
Yeah, SMART.
I am amazing TM, I think. I
don't even know that one.
What the hell does that mean?
No, it's amazing TM.
What does she mean by TM? Like trademark?
At the moment.
Oh, the moment. Amazing at the moment?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out what this
I am capable, I think, is the middle one there.
Capable.
I love my life. Yeah, I would too if I was making $150,000 and getting free shit and not having, if I was these people, I wouldn't be making these TikTok videos. I'd be at my desk making YouTube videos. I'd be like secretly editing YouTube videos.
I'm saying I'm double dipping in this bitch.
Yeah, right.
Jesus Christ, it's chicken scratch. Literal chicken scratch. How do you get a job making 6 figures and you can't even write your affirmations clear enough for someone to read? It's practically Japanese. I love my life. Somebody will probably be able to read this because it's like some dude in the comments who understands chickenese. Like, Gundam, you fool. That says I'm appreciated. Wow, dude.
Oh, Billy, no.
To-do list.
Good job, Spider. You blocked Billy.
What does that say?
Because I wanted a wank. Nothing wrong with no crank.
That looks like wank, dude.
That does. I'm guessing it's walk, but it does look like wank. Work. I think is that work out and then vibe.
Yeah.
And vibe.
Yeah, no, it's working. There's like
all
some
right. We're
That's
gonna get
the
some
whole
vibes
day.
Going. What a to-do list. The ego already is astronomical. I wake up and my to-do list is get to work, bitch. Hers is like, we're gonna vibe today.
Same. It's yeah. Mine is. I wake up. I snooze my alarm at like 4:15. I wake up again. I snooze my alarm a second time. I wake up a third time. I snooze my alarm. By the fourth or fifth time, then I finally wake up and I maybe disassociate for like a minute by just like sitting on the edge of my bed looking at the wall, and then I go, all right, I got 10 minutes to get ready and get out of here. Gotta go.
Yep. The average work life of a responsible adult.
Dude, you should see my affirmations. I wake up and I'm like, you suck. You garbage. This video is sponsored by Kamikoto. I don't know much about cooking knives, as when I prepare my food, I tend to... Kamikoto knives are used passionately. Her gratitude purchase with the discount code It's a Gundam. Go to kamikoto.com/itsagundam and help support the channel. Can't even see what manifestations is, unfortunately. Her gratitude is boyfriend. I can't even read that last.
Friends that I can't. Yeah, no.
The 592 is in the way.
I'm trying to.
Gundam and help
I kind of want to try and read the other ones.
Can't even see.
Another something. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be able. He's right. I'm not gonna be able to read that.
Manifestations is, unfortunately. Her gratitude.
Boyfriend, friends. Maybe friends night. Maybe I don't know. Family, and then he blocked it with the okay. I don't know what that one is.
Boyfriend.
Her job.
I can't even.
Yeah, again, yeah, of course. Yeah, I would be thankful for my job too. I am okay. In fairness, I am thankful for my current job. Obviously, it provides for me. God gave it to me. I am thankful for it. But with this job, you're like, yeah, you better be thankful for it.
Bro, you're living life on easy mode, like game journalist mode. If you have this type of job, dude, because you're getting paid hundreds of thousands of $100,000, like what over 100,000 a year.
Yep.
You get free stuff. Your job is easily compared to many other jobs. Don't get me wrong, I love my job too. But if God came down and said, Spider, do you want to still work for your company, or do you want this job she got? Let me get this job she got for 500. Not even going to think about it. I'm switching. And I'm back on day shift as well. I'm no more nights. This no more nights got me. Man, sorry.
Hey, I'll be real with you. And at the companies, like at these big tech companies, Google, Apple, Facebook, Meta, whatever. What's another one? The Roblox. I'm sure they if they operate the same as the one I was at, I guess Twitter too at the time back then. If they operate the same, you could basically live there. Honestly, you have the food. Usually they have a gym. They have some other stuff. They have showers like in the bathrooms. They have some of them have showers in the bathrooms, and then they have like quiet rooms with like a couch. So I mean, like you don't get a bed, but you could just sleep on the couch if you really wanted to. I mean, someone might like a security guard at night might come wake you up, but if you're an employee, you could just be like, oh, I'm just doing late work right now. I just took a nap for a minute, and they'd be like, all right. So you could technically just you don't even have to pay rent then. You're like, I'm just going to live at the office. Technically.
Yep. Yeah, I bet you a lot of them do.
You read that what is this?
Not these women. The women need a nice penthouse apartment. The men might live at the office because they're smart and want to save money because they're getting such good money and they don't have to pay for food or utilities or anything else. But the women need a nice penthouse apartment.
In job. Okay, so her job. I'm done reading this. Oh, chicken scratch. Okay, family is one of them. Manifestations, dream of something, dream day. I'm done. Let's move on.
I always journal in the morning. I then do a quick workout routine. I get dressed. I try to look cute every day.
Her very voice is just so grating.
I try to look cute every day.
It's like the typical, I believe the term online is Stacy voice. You know, the voice.
Like, ma'am, I wear a suit, okay? I like not a suit. I wear like a jumpsuit, like a coveralls, all right? I get greasy. I nah. Yeah, I'm glad you try to look cute every day. I have to be over here covered in grease and busting my knuckles.
Grease, sweat, maybe a little bit blood.
Some weird stuff that someone left in the oil pan. Not the grease, the like it's been running so long that it's actually like solidified into like a gelatinous thing.
Voice you use when you're making fun of a woman, like, oh my god, I can't wait to get to work every day. I'm so pretty. My job is great.
Got some food at the office. I make a coffee.
Dude, look at that office food. Look at that. I could pay Panera Bread $30 or $40 and they won't give me food that looks that lovingly made. Look how nutritious this looks. I'm hungry.
You know, he lives in New York, so, you know, I bet a plate like this would probably cost him like $20-$30.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. This girl's life must be so semi-charmed. What is this place? What?
I need that.
Hey, Lucian Wolf. Yeah, she does tell me that. Thank you. I try to say I don't want to be called cute, but can't help it.
I did some work.
Wait, work on the.
I'm not cute. I'm a man. I'm a big, strong, gruff man with calluses.
The roof. Look at this place. Mark Zuckerberg is throwing all this cash into Meta, and this is where it's going. For privileged white girls to make videos showing off how great their life is. This is how disconnected you have to be from reality. I know a lot of dudes that watch me, they do a lot of things. We got garbage men, we got metal workers, military, police. The police in Texas said they will protect me from Pokemon fans. They're like real guys. They don't want to hear about the best part of my day. They want something relatable. But on TikTok, it's like you can flex all over your fan base all day. Like, look at my job. I'm eating on the roof next to a beach. It's beautiful. Look at this meal. And meanwhile, the TikTok people are giving it likes. Like, oh, yes, I love it. I love to see someone succeed while I'm failing.
Worked until lunch and then ate up there. Here's me being cute.
Oh, my God.
What do you think worked until lunch means? What actual work do you think she did?
A whole lot of nothing, or just, like I said, at her computer.
Yeah, like, I want to know her definition of work. She's like, she typed on the computer for 10 minutes. She's like, oh, I need a break. I'm so tired.
I'm still taking a break, but quitting altogether, nah.
Well, after 10 minutes of typing, come on now.
There was one thing I did it. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, I know it's late for you there. Yeah, it's getting late. So speaking of, we can just wrap this up by relating it back to our main goals here, which is for guys. And this is what I'm going to say for guys. Speaking of, Spider, did you get the book?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let me know what you think once you're done with it or once you're into it, whatever you want to say. But the this is for you guys. This is what if you were in California, I'll say that much. California, New York, Austin, maybe Seattle. Although a lot of these companies are actually moving their stuff out of the blue states, but dealing with women college educated women is what I'm going to say, because some of these college educated women who are working at these type of companies don't even have a degree in what they were hired in. It's just they needed a degree, and then the company went, oh, you're a woman? Okay, you can do whatever. My friends, men, these are the women you're dealing with. A lot of women. Not all of them, obviously, but a lot of women you're dealing with. And I think it's important to know when you're dealing with this type of woman and avoid it for the most part. I'm sure there's good women who still do tech jobs, whatever, like decent women who actually work and don't do this kind of shit and actually are not entitled. But the vast majority of them that are working there are, and even women that aren't working there, watch these videos and then go, oh, I'm going to act like this because I feel like I'm entitled to this kind of stuff too, even though I'm not getting it. And I haven't even done the minor work of getting a degree yet to go do this. So just be careful out there is my point to it. And also, or maybe try and date a woman before she gets to this point and then encourage her to not get to this point unless that's going to rub off on you, but usually it won't. So 9 times out of 10, if a chick's making this much money and getting this much privilege and getting treated this good at work, basically their job is like their dad or their boyfriend or their husband, you're not going to get treated good. So.
Oh no.
Because you cannot compete with a multi-billion-dollar company, you know? So.
And which is crazy because those women would give their 100% loyalty to these companies that would, I've said this many times, that would drop them for 1% profit. If they can get a penny profit, they will drop her faster than she can say I'm fired.
Yep. And that's the big lie that's been sold. So we have to, I would like to point you guys to, I'm not going to watch it here, but a guy named, what is it? It's, hold on. Let me look at my phone. I know I have it on here somewhere. Point you guys towards a guy who is doing work that I'm helping him out where I can anyways. Effective Purpose, Christian guy, he's talking about it, that we have to figure out ways to get people to start opening their eyes and holding these type of people accountable if we want things to change, both women and the men who are supporting them, the white knights, whatever you want to call it. That's the only way we're going to change society back to a good place for everybody. So he has better answers than I do. I have questions, I have critique, I have mockery because it's funny, but the answers, he's got more answers, which is why I've been trying to work with him on how we can get these answers to people and say it in the right way where people are open to it.
Yeah.
It's important. That's kind of the lesson we're taking away from tonight. I know it was kind of thrown together really fast, but we will end on a good note with Spider, not this one, not the World Cup, not the World Cup women's team getting half of the men's money, even though they haven't even played yet and they won't for like another year or something. But
that is ridiculous.
Let's see right here. Okay. So this is we'll start with the mango one.
Oh, look at that steak.
Shout out Texas Roadhouse.
For dinner tonight, we got a 40-ounce top sirloin steak, dude. Look at this.
Woo!
He said that's the most steak he's ever seen. Like that's like perfectly cooked with the diamond cook.
Man, they cook this thing to perfection. Texas Roadhouse is the best steaks in America, I swear.
He doesn't even need a knife. But
man, I wish I could have one of them steaks right now.
You guys go out there and get a steak. Go to Texas Roadhouse if you have the money. I know it's a little bit expensive, but if you guys have the money to spoil yourself a little bit and you're not on a diet, or you know, you can keep to your diet if you're just eating the steak, honestly. But I know you're going to eat a roll with some cinnamon butter because nobody can deny the Texas Roadhouse cinnamon butter. All right. And pro tip that I told Reeving Mango, I told him pro fat chud tip is put the cinnamon butter on your steak. It's not good for you, but it is good for you, as we like to say.
Yes.
And
avoid
then,
the marshmallow sweet potato. Try to, because if you eat that thing, I swear to God, you will always go back and eat and get that.
Well, you're gonna go home and be in a coma after all that. Is what's gonna happen.
Man. But sorry to interrupt you, Dutch.
No, you're good. You're good. So this one. The Monster caffeine isn't working anymore because it became your bloodline. We're just posting and yeah, it's just the positive stuff here. And, you know, I wouldn't suggest Monster, but it is a vibe.
Yeah, and Flaming Sword, badass.
Lastly, because of all the Sony stuff, I don't know if you've heard, Spider, but Sony's been screwing themselves over. So much, like with they're trying to do the no physical discs anymore. I think they, I don't know if I kept it on here. Yeah. Okay. So for this one, for Marvel Token, whatever that is, I've never even heard of it. Sony is slowly adding countries that they weren't allowing for a while, which doesn't make any sense to me. And they did the same thing with Helldivers at one point, but I can't remember if this is old or if this is a recent, like a new thing. I think it's old. I think they were at one point with Helldivers, like Sony was with Helldivers, trying to force people to have,
first came out.
have a PSN account to play it, even if you were on Steam, and then everybody review bombed it. But yeah, Sony is just really shooting themselves in the foot with all this. I don't see how they don't understand that it's unpopular and nobody likes it, and it's going to make people not want to buy their stuff.
Well, unfortunately, we have enough people that's still buying it. It's one of those things. Yeah, y'all gonna complain, but y'all still gonna buy it anyway. If we have more people that actually did, the easiest thing to do on the planet, if we actually had people to just simply take their wallet and put it somewhere else, put it towards Steam, hell, put it towards Xbox. We would have had people do more of that, Sony wouldn't be doing the things that they're doing. Yeah, they want to do it, and they probably take more time to do it, but it wouldn't be happening at a fast pace right here in the now. It wouldn't.
Speaking of which, this is the positive out of it, which is what I was going to bring up, is Valve is getting praised for helping a first-time indie dev. Instead of rejecting their games at the last minute, the developer accidentally uploaded a broken build that wouldn't launch just before the Steam Next Fest deadline. Instead of rejecting it, a Steam reviewer found the problem, fixed the game's configuration, and approved the build in time for the event. Other indie developers also shared that Valve has done the same for their games. So, shout out Valve, shout out Gabe Newell.
Game W.
Like WWW, like for what's it called, for legal reasons, everybody was trying to get on them for being a monopoly, but it's like Steam and Gabe are just over there like, we're literally just running a game distribution site that people actually like, and we care about the customers and we care about the game developers. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
The same thing Steam is doing, PlayStation is doing, so I don't understand how it's a monopoly. PlayStation, Microsoft, Netflix, they're trying to... Well, Netflix is a little bit different because you're paying for a subscription. But literally, the thing that Steam is doing is literally the same thing as Sony and stuff like that. But with the exception of, I don't have to pay a premium just to have access to my account. All I got to do is just create a Steam, put in my credit card, and bada boom, bada bing, that's it. With PlayStation, now you have to pay to have that type of the library and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
Well, no.
Library. You just say library, my guy, after we talked about
library.
After we talked about black words.
Look, I say 95% of my words correctly, okay? I get to get away with library versus library.
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 Library. It's not a berry. Brary. 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 Yes, BRA. I'm not going to spell it because I'm just like, I'm correcting you and I'm dyslexic and I can't spell it.
Library.
You're getting closer. Well, we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you. It's okay. You can't say it and I can't spell it. So
a room full of freaking books. Okay.
You can't say it and I can't spell it. Games. So. But yeah, no, it's. Yeah, it's by the way, I'm keeping this. This is staying in the Friday night Flame War library for forever. This is I don't know. This is just some like Chinese like underwear or something like that, and they just put Gabe Newell on it for some reason. But
Brary.
Brary. Yeah, library. You should go. You know what? You go talk to Mooberry and ask her what a library is. All right.
Moo.
But the that's the positive is we love Steam. We hope Gabe Newell passes it on to somebody good. I know he's getting old. We hope he passes it on to someone who holds his same values that's made Steam so great. And we hope it stays that way for as long as possible, because obviously Sony has been kicking us in the balls, and Xbox was for a while till this new chick came in. I still don't trust her fully, but apparently she's doing pretty good. So just massive layoffs. But with that, that's all I've got for tonight. Do you have anything else, Spider?
No, pretty much that's it. Thank you for having me on the show. And if you guys are interested in doing streaming or VTubing and stuff like that, just please, if you have any questions and stuff like that, feel free to ask any one of us. You don't necessarily have to have the most expensive thing. You don't necessarily have to have the most expensive rig. All you have to do is just have enough to get yourself started. You can do either face cam or PMG. And yeah, you don't need too much. Just start, figure out what your niche is, and then go from there. And thank you for sharing my links.
Yep, no problem. And yeah, I agree. And now it's even easier, like me and Spider were talking about, because as much as I'll speak for myself, as much as I have reservations about AI, it's such a useful tool. And if that's what you're trying to do, if that's what you enjoy doing, if you really want art / a PNG tuber, or having a reference sheet to get a VTuber made, it's just AI has just changed the game, because anybody with any amount of money, you don't even need to pay for Twitter blue check mark. Like, you don't need to pay for Grok. You can go to GBT. Of course, you're going to get your generations limited, but the first 2 or 3 days, you can just generate a ton of stuff, and then they kind of limit you after that to 5 a day ish. But so you don't even have to pay for it, and you can get your reference sheet. If you want to make a PNG tuber, you can get all your stills, all your for your PNG tuber like I have. You can do a GIF tuber like Spider has. There's Keen has a good thing for that.
It's the same GIF, or it's the same thing that similar to what Leaflet is doing, but it's almost the same thing that I'm using, what Keen uses.
He has a tutorial though on how to do that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna throw that up in chat actually. throw up his. I'll be honest with you. I'm a Keen fanboy. He obviously makes some stuff that's a little bit lewd or risque, in my opinion, that I don't approve of. But I would say that a lot of his stuff is just helpful AI stuff, and he's the one who did. If you guys were here last week, he's the one who he was part of that team that did that full like 30-minute anime with him, Holy Ball, Occultist, and some other people. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting because they're women and I don't follow women.
I think one. Hang on, I'll follow her on
Fantasy, who does really good AI stuff.
Let me see. I hate looking at my follow list on the computer.
Why am I can just go to Keen's thing. What am I talking about here?
General Gravy. That's the one of the chicks.
Here, right here. General Gravy.
Gravy.
Lady Wasabi, and the other one was Nightwave Fantasy. Yeah. So they've helped a lot, and they have the same like the same morals, I guess you could say, when it comes to AI, where they just want to share and help everybody with their AI stuff as long as you're a chill person. So if you are interested in getting to that, or if you just want to have fun, you know, or if you want to make like fan art for me or Spider or Nyanus, I know a lot of people like to do Nyanus, but if you guys want to do that, it's really easy to jump into AI, and there's a lot of people making like copy paste prompts that you can use. You can make your own prompts pretty easy. They made, this is all AI. They did this all in prompts and like C-Dance, I'm sure, or some other video editing and stuff like that. So it's like, it can do a lot of really cool stuff now if you guys just want to play around with it. But yeah, that's
and Grok is getting better too. So because I know C-Dance can be quite expensive, Grok is actually getting better at doing something as close to C-Dance as this. What you first have to do is make it in ChatGPT, then take it to Grok, and Grok will
cool
get
stuff
it
now if you guys just want to play around with. Oh shoot, that's the stream right now. We're on. I meant to click on this. So this was Grok, and this is not horrible. Like for a quick little 6-second promo for the stream, this is not that bad. And I wasn't really specific. I'm sure if I was more specific, it probably would have it could have came out even better, you know? I kind of just did it really like 5 minutes tops. So
yep, and it's crazy how good it's getting and a lot better. Oh,
Dynamodel.
Dynamodel
coming in at the end here. Hi, Dynamodel.
Oh no. What up, Dynamodel? Oh, and Suno, $10, and you can make as many tracks as you want, but you have to pay for it. Because if you just do it with the free version, Suno will copyright claim that your even stuff that you have made on their free stuff, even though you made it, because you're not paying for it, they will claim your stuff. So if you pay the $10, you can make all the tracks you want and then cancel the subscription. And because you made it under the paid version, they're not gonna come after you because you paid for your rights on the songs that you made.
Yeah, that's Ruby. Ruby does a lot of songs. I kind of like it, but I also noticed that it's still not quite there as far as being like perfect in that, like the cadence and stuff. I enjoy music a lot, and I used to play music, so when you have that ear, you can kind of hear where you're like, that didn't really work, like that line didn't really work, the cadence didn't really work. There's maybe they didn't have they didn't have enough change up in the song where it's like they maybe did the chorus too many times or something like that, and you're like, that could have been worked better. But it's pretty good. It's getting pretty good. So
well, I was saying mainly for like the background music. If you looking for like if you want to make, because YouTube has this thing to where the channels will say, hey, this is copyright free, just for you to get copyright claimed. So if you don't want to worry about that, you can make your intro, outro, a couple of background musics for the show, or you can just make you one, you can make you like maybe 10 songs 5, 6, 10 songs, however you want to do it in, have that loop, and there you go.
Yep. And that that if you want original stuff, yeah, that's the good way to go. I've thought about it too. I really want to make some covers. I don't know how that works with the copyright thing, but I would like to do some covers, and I have some friends who are musician, like band people, so I could probably get that done, but I don't know how it works with the copyright. So I might still have to use the C dance, or I've just been doing what Yanis did, and I just have like retro game stuff going on. This is not a retro game, but this is from Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. It's like the bar music, and it was really good when I don't want to play that game, but watching other people play it is fun. And so when I heard this, I was like, oh, I could totally use that as background music for Flame War or some other thing that I'm doing. So
yeah.
But with that, Dynamodel, sorry you came in late, bud. This is the end of it, but we do thank you for coming in. We thank everybody. We thank Donnie, Lucian, Yanuka, Lucky Bach. I know Jericho is here. Handy dropped in for a minute. Bat Derp. I can probably get through everyone. Mr. J, yes, Mr. J. Deke. Oh, right. It cuts off on YouTube. I forgot. It doesn't go all the way through the chat. I'm used to having it on OBS where I can go all the way back through the whole chat.
I can see most people. There's an Alex in here.
Oh yeah, Alex MQZ. Yeah.
Billy Donuts always coming in
Billy.
with the donuts. The Deke. Let's see. Yeah, that's how I can see Mr. J, Billy Donuts, the Deke, Alex, Lucky Bach, Donnie, Dynamodel. He's in here.
Yep.
And Jericho. And so far, that's Bad Dirt.
Donnie, yep.
And
hey, Donnie.
That's it. So that's...
Hope you're having a better one, man. For real. If you need to, let us. You know what? Let me put that in the chat right now for you. Let me throw up the. I don't know if you have Discord or if you want to, but you're more than welcome to. If you'd like to jump in here, and it's a good group of guys. And if you need to talk about anything or need help or anything like that, need encouragement, we're there for you guys. Doing that 100-day lock-in right now. And let me think. Anything else that I'm missing before we go? No, I don't think so. I appreciate you guys. It's been a great night. It's been fun. But it is 12 o'clock, meaning it's my bedtime. It's past my bedtime, actually. And I know it's past Spider's bedtime. So we will see you next time. Thank you, Spider, for joining me. I will definitely have you on again for a more serious, thought-out episode. And we will see you guys all next time.
Goodbye, chat. Catch y'all later.
Have a great night.